Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show, the Wednesday, May 16th, 2018 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northernlion, joined by his team co-host, Rock Smile. Hello.
Eat my pussy. What's up, everybody? Welcome back for Wednesday's NLSS. How you doing?
When you said that, I was reminded that I've been watching Corey's stream. People just keep requesting, like, the vilest music for him to be listening to. He basically gets paid to listen to garbage music right now. There's one he was listening to. Maybe chat can let me know. It's a woman, and it's like an R&B song, but she's talking about how she needs to ride on this dude's dick. And this one line almost made me throw up. She said, "I'm not a squirter, I cream." And I went, oh man, I wanted to die.
Interesting thing to need to point out, I guess. And it's also, I don't think those things are mutually exclusive. Can't you be both?
I honestly don't know. You're right. That's Cupcake. Yeah. My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. That's the one. Cupcake. Is she
what?
Is she popular? I didn't know.
The artist name is Cupcake?
The artist name is Cupcake with 2 Ks, yeah.
And the reason she's pointing out those areas
she wants some oral attention there.
The back and the crack?
I don't
Usually
know.
that's where you get a wax, a back, sack, and crack.
You know, they always, Pitchfork gave her best new music. Yo, we're through the looking glass, people. Okay, well, I'm apparently out of touch, but.
No, me too. I'm with you. What are we playing today, Ryan?
We're going to open by playing Wizard of Legend, the new hotness roguelite that is a lot of fun so far. And then in our final section, we're going to play some Jackbox. What are we going to do in the middle?
Little
That's for
golfy.
you to find. It's golf, yeah.
Little golfy boys. Ooh. Tiny little boys. Itty bitty little titties.
Itty bitty.
Tiny
really
titty.
Should be ittle biddle. I think it sounds better than litty.
Skittle my diddle.
Well, I'm not a squirter at cream, so just be careful.
I'm not a squirter, I just cream a lot.
She does also say head of the dick, duck, duck, goose. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's confusing. We got people for golf, too. I think Austin's going to show up for golf, and then there's like some Jackbox following that he'll be here for, and then Bear might show up for golf as well. Rob's in. There you go. We got the whole crew.
It came together in 3 minutes.
It did, because I actually forgot to tell Chad, but I told you, Nick. I actually thought that the show started at 3 today.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know why, is that I woke up like an hour and a half earlier than I normally did, or normally do, I should say. So my time anchoring is all like askew right now. So
well, also for really, like 3 years, didn't we do the show at 6 on Wednesdays?
Yeah. It's weird, though, that I've regressed into that mental state.
I sometimes still can't remember which day is Cobalt Day, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, and I have no idea why, because it was only ever one.
We did have like 2 years of Wednesday Cobalt.
Did we? Oh, so I completely blocked that out.
See? Well, we should all be so lucky. You have a long tutorial ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm running through a museum right now. There's some zombie people.
I'm going to give you what I should do. Or what the tutorial should be.
Just want to attack.
Just want to, yeah. So you have like 6 slots in the bottom left. Left is going to be like a basic attack. Space is a dash. Right click is an arcana. Q is a signature arcana. Basically, you get these magics that you can customize and put on that quick bar and use them for attacking. And then as you go through the game, it's just a basic roguelite for the most part.
That's cool.
So you'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Do I get the Infinity Gems soon?
Nick, they're called Infinity Stones.
Whatever. They're gems. Don't be a nerd about it.
What do you mean don't be a nerd about it?
Do you think Thanos is a nerd about what they call them? He's like, I'm just happy they're on my knuckles right now.
I'm just saying. Thanos probably doesn't go into the Collector, his office, I forget what planet it's on, and go,
Planet Lunch.
Hey, give me an Infinity Gem, because then they might give him the wrong thing. Maybe they give him some trash that nobody cares about, like some Thor 2 garbage.
I'm pretty sure he would know if it was Thor 2 garbage right away.
Well, I don't know. Dude, do you think I should go as Thanos for Halloween?
Yes. You gotta ruffle up your chin a little bit, though.
Well, I'll just use like some body paint or something. I got a lot of that lying around. It's not every day that you get to add another costume into the bald pantheon. And I'm actually being sincere. Like, it's been Lex Luthor, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Yeah, Hitman fits as well.
Does that guy have a name other than Agent 47?
He's Agent 47.
Like an actual, like, was he a person before he was a hitman?
Yeah, he was Dwayne.
Wait, really?
He worked at the Source by Circuit
Okay,
City.
you're joking. I thought maybe his name was actually Dwayne, and I was going to lose my mind. I never knew that.
His name was actually Agent Bordy. Nah, it doesn't make any sense.
Somebody
anyway,
must know his actual name. I guarantee it exists.
You could be Drax. I can't be Drax. Have you ever seen Batista? Batista does not have a human body.
Drax is weird looking.
First off, he's got blue skin.
He has really cool runes all over him, though. I like that.
He does. But Drax, like, Batista has an inhuman body. And I mean that in a very positive way. Like, the dude is incredibly jacked. But I can't aspire to that. I can't get there by October, at least.
I give it your best. Maybe land somewhere else like Hitman.
I think I would land... if I got lucky and I worked my ass off, I could probably look like Jeff Bezos by October.
That's not bad either. That guy's like
not bad.
Bajillionaire, so...
That's what I'm getting at. It's not that bad. But, you know, you've got to work out for at least 1 year before you look like Batista.
How do I get out of this tutorial? I got to the part where it's roped off and there's nowhere left to go. There's like a shield here. Oh, I was supposed to look at the shield. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Just interact with things and press F.
I got it now.
You'll get through it. You should know as well, chat. I am like extremely bad at this game, but I'm doing my best. I really am. Isn't Batista like 60? Yeah, like 60 kilograms of pure, clean muscle. Oh, just dodge right off the edge.
Dirty muscle?
Well, you know, he could be a doper.
Oh yeah.
Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that. It's for the scientists to decide, I suppose. But
well, ethically, if you're going to compete with other people, I think there's something wrong with that. But in terms of your own body, it's up to you.
As an actor, does it matter? Like,
no,
if you're on steroids?
No. I don't know what I should say to that. I have not decided my answer to that.
I always thought the steroids thing is like, it sounds... I don't know where I want to go with this either. But aren't steroids, like, largely kind of a victimless crime?
Only when you're talking about competitive athletics. In that case, there's a victim, and that's the other people.
Yeah, but, like, it's not like it's illegal worldwide in order to make competitive athletics more fair, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I guess. It's more about the degradation of your body, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, your balls shrink a little bit.
Well, I mean, that is a pretty big deal.
I mean, some of us, you know, we could use it.
They should invent ones that make your balls grow, because then it would be representative to your muscles.
This is a real question. If you're a man and you take, like, an estrogenic compound, do your balls get bigger?
I have no idea.
That seems backwards to me now that... But why, when you take steroids, it's testosterone, and your body's like, cool, bro, I don't need to make any more of this now, so your balls just
your balls atrophy. But the idea that...
Because you don't need them anymore, you're just getting it from a different source.
But introducing estrogen doesn't solve that problem, so your balls would likely remain the same. Is what I would guess.
I should stop eating edamame for the purposes of making my testicles grow larger.
You know, that's your life. I won't tell you how to live it.
Victimless crime, like I said.
I won't judge you if you like that. That's all good.
Does not work.
This is my first time playing this, and I basically get exactly what to do without having to look at any text.
That's great news, because
other than the shield bit.
Everything that I could say to help you, I've already told you.
Okay. That's fine. I'm actually quite thankful that this tutorial was fairly short, because I played Swords of Ditto last night, and that had another one of those, and not like a whopper of a tutorial, but like, it was a little too wordy and long for my taste.
Oh my god.
Game seems alright, though. I think I prefer the action to start up a little quicker.
I'm with you, dude. Well, that's it. Like, I just want every single game on planet Earth to have essentially 2 mechanics.
Yeah, I'm not quite that far with it.
Attack, block, and heal, and that's it.
I also played Overcooked with Lynn, and that was a hell of a time.
Overcooked is like the best designed
it's really fun
video game in human history.
I hate the pirate ship, but other than that, it's pretty cool.
What level is the pirate ship?
The way that the setup goes, it swaps every so often when the ocean rocks. So, like, if you're chopping stuff, all of a sudden you're going to be on the other side where you're, like, pulling ingredients.
Oh, yeah, because of, like, the motion of the ocean, right?
Yeah,
You kind of
slides all the tables around.
Dude, you realize you are talking to the PAX East tournament winner of Overcooked.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
Part of the squad that
Congrats.
won 4 Razer headsets at PAX East.
That's why you had those. I saw the
That's
picture.
why we have those. It was me, Kate,
Mathis?
Austin, and I think it might have been Mathis.
I kind of remember it being Austin and Mathis, and I was like, what are those two doing together?
Yeah.
Something doesn't seem right here.
Something sinister is
Something
happening.
sinister is a brew. The Avengers never meet like this. All right, so I've died already because I was an idiot.
It's actually, like, it takes a little while. It's pretty tough, I think, at least.
I should probably use my Q sometimes.
What you should do is they give you like 100 gems to start with. So buy like a bunch of Arcana.
You mean stones?
100 Infinity Stones, exactly. And then you can use those. And what seems like really cool about this game so far is you can use those to like tailor your starting run in the way that you choose. So like not any 2 runs have to be the same.
It feels alright though. It feels nice and smooth. It's got a bit of a Gungeon-y feel too, although the graphics are a little bit more rough, but in a good way, like an 8-bit kind of way.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks fine.
It doesn't have the same kind of lighting as Gungeon, I'll give you that.
I'm guessing this is probably not actually a 3D game overlaid with a 2D perspective.
Perhaps.
This may be true 2D.
All right, let's try this all over again.
It's cool to be a wizard that's a badass.
Maybe.
Usually they just sit back.
Yet. I'm just being honest with you. You know, I know we had the conversation about dragons.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, like, in my opinion, unfairly maligned for my opinion on dragons, which was pretty much agnostic.
You came down pretty hard on dragons. I don't know why.
I'm neither for nor against them, okay? Is what it comes down to in the end. At least in my world.
I think I found a picture of Dan Giesling and I broke it in the game.
Now, that would be...
It looked like him a bit.
I've seen in this game so far.
All right.
I gotta say, not really that into wizards either.
What's your deal? Like, why are you like this?
Actually, just kill me. Just throw boulders at me until I die. Just throw some boulders at me. I'm ready to go.
So, like, Doctor Strange is not someone you like?
Doctor Strange is pretty cool.
You probably like his cape more than him, don't you?
No, I think his cape is definitely substantially worse than him.
Okay.
But the worst thing about him is definitely his goatee. Please just murder me. But, like... when I was younger, if you get the choice between like rogue, wizard, barbarian, 100% of the time I was going for wizard because I was a nerd and I was like, this guy's like me. Now, dude, barbarians are so much cooler than wizards. It's just a really strong dude. He's taking hits at all times. The wizard is not strong at all. He's just a baby with a book.
He's intellectually superior. Isn't that your life to be that guy?
Maybe that's why I hate him. It's like too close to the bone,
real.
You know what I mean? Rogues are cool too. I don't disagree with you on that.
Sneaky guys.
But I don't know, barbarians, they get a bad rap. They turn muscle, or they turn food into muscle. Oh, I don't like this at all.
So they're alchemists.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
like
muscle
food
alchemists.
And then they use that muscle to chop things in half. That's so much cooler than just like saying some magic words and then like some spirit from the outer realms, you know, does your job for you.
That sounds pretty cool to me.
Nah.
But if you want to go like D&D RP level wizards, I'm not really into that either. Like saying fireball and throwing a piece of paper at stuff. That's
like
about
Mathis
as far
style.
down the rabbit hole of not cool that I can think of personally.
Well, you know, I respect you for having a brave
wizards.
opinion that is probably gonna anger about 1% of chat.
Sorry, chat.
In this situation, but you know what? How can you say something so controversial and yet so right simultaneously?
I just crushed that box by walking near it.
Yeah, and they actually, unlike some games, Gungeon, there's gold inside of those.
Oh, sick.
So there's like an actual reason to do it.
Well, in Gungeon, they're filled with little bits of wood, which go everywhere, so that's cool.
I mean, they look cool. We don't yell fireball.
Real wizards don't yell fireball? Well, it comes around the other side, right? Because, like, Goku would yell his special move, or, like, anyone in Street Fighter would yell his special move. Why is it stupid when a wizard does it?
I mean, you're the one who said it was stupid. I think all wizarding is kind of dumb.
So, like, opening a portal to hell that pulls arms out that, like, locks your enemy to the ground. You think that's stupid?
Well, like, here's the thing. Necromancer, cool. Hey, if you got Mancer in your name, I'm for you, honestly.
I think if you want to be a little pedantic, there's a way you could put Mancer at the end of every wizard.
Yeah, exactly. But then what they've done is they've committed to one magical archetype. If you're just like,
so you
oh,
like specialists.
Yeah, I shoot beams of light from my hand. No, who cares?
No, I care about that. Though that's nature's railgun. I like that.
Chat, work with me here. What happens if you have all 3 portals when you fight this guy? Does he get easier? Does he get harder? Does it make no difference? Is this just to indicate how much of the floor you've done? You tell me.
Fucking magic missiles. Also, this wizard seems to slice a lot more than he shoots.
What, are you using the Wind Arcana?
I'm using red.
Red.
Red Riding Hood level.
No, like your LMB attack.
Oh yeah, it's a slice. It's got a wind.
A little slice. I'm using that too, but I've seen other ones. Like, you can have like a basic fire arcana. I'm sure you can have like a basic one from every element, but you have to buy them like in the game.
Oh shit.
On the run, or maybe you can find them.
What have I done?
As well?
I went into a room and there were 3 portals, and I hit the black thing, and now bosses are everywhere.
Yeah, that's the boss door.
Okay.
You're Gucci. You're good. That's a normal progression.
It seemed like I was doing something wrong. Get out of there.
You're good. You're good.
So there's like meta progression in this, right? It's not just like get better.
I think it's like get better.
But also,
I don't know if your weapons and like Arcana improve as the game goes on passively though. I think you can get a different variety, but I don't know if any of them are stronger or weaker. I have no idea.
Oh, I'm willing to find out. This seems exciting.
I essentially have no clue.
I believe I countered something, which was awesome.
I'm gonna let you make a decision here, Nick.
I beat the boss.
Sandals, rocket ship, stopwatch, shield. Those are your options. Sandals, rocket ship, stopwatch, shield.
Because I like you, I'm gonna give you shield.
Shield.
I feel like those other 2 are gonna be a mistake, really.
I'm actually gonna need you to choose either sandals or stopwatch because I don't have enough money.
I guess we'll go sandals then.
All right. Guarantee it's a speed upgrade.
I am using low latency.
How low has your latency gotten? With
I don't know. I haven't checked yet. The last we checked the other day was like 2 seconds, maybe, on average. People with tablets say it's a little longer, like 4 seconds, but I'm fine with that.
Dude, I'm happy low latency exists. I'm in no rush to enable it because I kind of take that like 7-second period between what I say going out there to the masses as like, it's like my Super Bowl Justin Timberlake Janet Jackson buffer. If something goes horribly wrong, yeah, I could just like literally pull my power cable out before the data gets transmitted.
Could you get to your power cable in 7 seconds?
I would, if depending on what was said, I think I would put a rush in.
Just like straight up facial hits your screen.
That would be bad.
You'd be in there?
I would not be happy.
Yeah.
I would probably just hit the overlay as quickly as possible, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would also hit the overlay. I'd be worried about damaging my computer. Swap Arcana. I don't know what that means yet.
That means you have an existing equipment slot you could replace with something else.
Okay, so I went into my tab menu, and it looks like I can do stuff there. Cursed Sharpened Stylus.
As of right now, we're pretty much at the same level of acumen. So I think it's you and Chad basically on your own.
Oh, that's cool. Arcana equals spells. That makes sense.
Yeah, correct.
I remember in Arcana Heart, that's a fighting game where you play as wizard ladies.
Yeah,
they all have spells too, so that makes sense. Also, they're like the tarot cards.
Nick, can I ask you a personal question?
As personal as possible, please, yes.
Did you hear Yanni or did you hear Laurel?
Is that what you put in Discord? Because I didn't hear either.
What did you hear?
I did not listen to it.
Okay, well,
should I stop what I'm doing and listen right now? Because I can do that.
You weren't technically lying, I suppose.
Oh, yeah? No. Should I have been lying? I don't know what we're doing.
Good.
I'm gonna go listen to this thing now so I can continue this conversation.
It's a personal thing. I'd like to know where you stand, like whether you are part of the one true god of Yanniism or whether you're a Laurel heretic.
The only Yanni I listen to is
Laurel.
He's got an incredible mane
Laurel.
and a mustache.
Laurel. All right.
That was like 100% Laurel.
Yeah, so apparently what it is that like...
Am I broken?
No, it's depending on like your setup. You can either... well, like at lower pitches, it sounds like Yanni. At higher pitches, it sounds like Laurel or something like that.
So I have more of a treble-focused music setup.
Maybe, yeah. Because me and Justin and Malf were doing it, and 100%, I was like, it's Yanni. It's 100% Yanni. It's literally the same way that when you say it's 100% Laurel.
Yeah.
Whenever I click it, it just goes, Yanni, Yanni, and I'm like, who are these Laurel idiots? That their ears are broken, but Mouth is a Laurel boy, so there you go.
All right, that's interesting. So it's the new what color's the dress?
Exactly correct. But because of the speed at which things change on the internet, people are already kind of like over it and mad about it.
What's there to be mad about?
Well, it's like engineered to be viral.
Oh.
I suppose, which is, you can be cynical about that.
Yeah, I think I could do with a little less of that being talked about on the news. I need more hard-hitting reporting, like how do you feel about Mario not having pubic hair? That one hit me hard, right where it hurts.
Follow the treasure map in Tricky Towers in order to get one more tier on your battle pass in Fortnite.
Yeah, that.
Not that I'm, trying to shame any one website in particular.
The line inside of that was so good. That tweet was just amazing. Let me find the line again so I can read it back to you.
Okay. Why not? Paranormasonicon? I did see the lady. Your attacks on council members are more punishing. Enemy attacks pack an extra punch. Oh, good. I did see the lady in Tim Hortons who took a shit and then threw the shit at that man.
Did he deserve it?
I would say that just about no human beings deserve that, to be honest with you.
All right, well, I disagree. We'll see. We're used to how certain characters look in video games, right? And if they're altered ever so slightly, sometimes it can throw us for a loop. For instance, we're all used to seeing the flop of hair that usually sits ever so softly over Mario's thick little penis. It's a video game comfort we know and love. If for some reason you've been living in the Stone Age, here's a picture of our favorite plumber in his newest adventure, Super Mario Odyssey, and then they show the picture.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm just glad that other people are reporting the kind of stuff that I'm interested in.
I didn't realize that it was satire until you illuminated that for me there. So now, before I was extremely for it, now I'm against it. I hate satire, and I think it should not be allowed. Well, like every year at E3, that's when we all vote on who gets to be a real gaming journalist and who gets banished from the realm forever. So you just let me know who wrote that article, because I know where I'm casting my vote.
I'm not telling you.
They're making a mockery of my industry. And,
they're making a mockery out of you.
In order for me to maintain, honestly, the street cred of myself and of my fans, they need to be banished. Oh,
Chat, what kind of street cred do you guys have? Like, what level, 1 out of 10? Like, very high street cred or, like,
I'll answer
minimal?
that for you. Nobody in chat has any street cred.
Then what are you maintaining?
The illusion of street cred.
69. Okay, that's a viable answer.
Oh, no. That's a Bible answer.
It's a viable Bible answer. J. Smith,
stop taking damage.
369. I would read the J. Smith Bible.
I think I have a little street cred.
How? What did you do?
I'll count the ways, okay? Well, I'm gonna say street cred is like out of 100. All right.
Okay.
I listen to hip hop music on occasion. That takes me to 1.
Okay.
Doesn't take me to 10. Takes me to 1.
What kind of hip hop? Mainstream? Because underground counts for more.
It does. I don't listen to any underground hip hop, but I do listen to old school hip hop
I
predominantly.
listen to Bus Driver, so I think I have more than you.
That's not street cred. That's like it might actually be anti-street cred because I've heard the dude rap over a Mozart piece. So
yeah, that's like, fucking awesome.
It's the opposite of street cred though.
No, it isn't. What?
Absolutely is. I'm not gonna listen to JPEG.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what that means. Bus driver is
right.
anti-street. The dude lives in a library.
I can't even fathom that you're saying this, but continue.
Oh, bus driver goes hard, dude.
Are you kidding me?
I like bus driver. Just say he's
What
not
are you
street.
doing?
He's not street. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked.
I'm on boss number 2. Let's do this.
Oh my god, I'm dead. He's still dope, but
anti-street cred. I'm gonna tell him you said this.
Please do, by all means.
I'm gonna lose even more cred. What's the other stuff that gives you cred?
I live in an urban area.
You live in Vancouver.
Yeah.
It's like the most expensive city in the world.
It's an urban area. I'm just saying the density of streets where I live is probably denser than or higher than the density of streets where you live.
That's absolutely true. There are very few streets here.
Go. That takes me to like 4.
You also just said dope, so you lose 10 points for that before.
That probably gives me 10 points, to be honest.
We'll see about that. We'll try in the court of public opinion like usual. All right, I killed boss number 2. I'm still alive.
I hate being bad at this game.
Be better?
I'm trying my best.
Oh, there you go.
Being a yuppie in Manhattan is street cred. Dude, it is. You get a little street cred for living in Manhattan. It's not like if you live in Dayton, Ohio, you get street cred. I actually don't know what it's like in Dayton, Ohio. You might get street cred. I apologize to the Daytonites.
Do I get any street cred for being able to do like many ICP and Twisted songs?
No, that's again the opposite of street cred.
All right. How about Bare Naked Ladies?
That is even further down the street cred list. Like, it's like Mitt Romney's favorite rap song, "1 Week" by the Bare Naked Ladies.
So Mitt Romney's not cool.
Mitt Romney, not street.
Yeah. You know, I agree with you on that one.
Of course. I mean, how could you not? Dude, this new Arcana is actually sweet as heck.
Oh, God. I have to fight another boss now?
Yeah, like immediately.
I hope your trip here hasn't been too terrible. Oh!
It's a pun.
That's good, because you're about to get crushed. Earth Lord Atlas with the puns.
Mitt Romney is not street, chat.
But if he was, though, that would be pretty cool. Oh. He's got blocks. Is this the Earthbender? He's bending Earth.
Reference to Avatar: The Last Airbender. +1 street cred.
My dash has fire on it now, so that's cool, but I died. All right,
it's
well,
-1 street cred.
Second game, I got to 1-3, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
You've basically made it as far as I've ever made it.
Sick.
You have 3 street cred if you've ever said dead ass. All right, +3 street cred for me.
I've said grown-ass man within the last 3 days. Does that count?
That does not count.
Why?
Grown-ass man is like, that's like a 3/4 of a point.
All right, how do I get the other quarter?
You gotta say it in like R. Kelly's voice.
How many street cred do I get for having the best rap from our rap Civil War?
That also might be minus street cred. And also, that's insulting to Bear.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry, Bear.
I'm not gonna, like, you know, defend myself in this situation because I'm, you know, I've got ears. I'm not an idiot. But,
Chat's been keeping track. I'm at -6.
It's insulting to Bear is all I'm gonna say.
No, I see Bear as my equal, definitely.
Okay, this is one where I don't know what's up. I'm studying the effects of long-term Arcana use. Would you like to donate an Arcana to research? I don't want to, but I want to know what it does.
It's gonna pay off way later.
Does it make potions better, chat? Because it was like potion efficacy up.
How do I
But
play
it
the
wasn't that
game?
exact
Oh, there.
verbiage, because obviously that would...
Oh, I do have big boy muscles, so that's got to be a few extra street cred.
If you've ever said big boy outside of an Outcast context, like, that might just erase all your street cred.
You say little boy every day of your life.
Yeah.
So what does that do for you? Does that give you extra dick points?
I've decided it gives me... I don't know what you're talking about. I've decided it gives me extra street cred. I don't know what dick points are, but...
That's NLSS street cred.
Oh.
Big boy dick points.
I want to be over here.
Yeah, this game's pretty fun.
Even if we have minus street cred, we're still ahead of all of chat. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's true. We do get to play video games for a living, and that's awesome.
See, I gotta knock your street cred a little bit for that.
I don't know. I feel like anybody that's interested in street cred would probably be pretty excited by that as an option. You disagree?
Disagree, I guess. All right, you know what? If you live on the street, you're good. You got me on street cred. I'll give you that one. I mean,
when they used to pimp the cars, how many PS2s did they put in every car? Like tons.
Yeah.
So there has to be a correlation. I could play, like, anything I want. I could play FIFA if I wanted to. I could play Madden all day. Rob does that.
You could play the Pimp My Ride Xbox 360 game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they did that. Did you do a video on that one?
I did do a video on that one.
Was that Ghost Ride the Whip?
I don't know what to say about that. What does that mean?
There was an episode you did of Poison Mushroom where you did Ghost Ride the Whip, and then you were walking next to your car.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, there was. I watched it.
Am I losing my mind?
No, you really did. I'm not joking.
I feel like I never did a video where I Ghost Ride the Whip. You might be thinking of Ashes.
Ghost Road. No, it was 100% you, and I'm actually positive. There's no doubt in my mind. Like, I have a bad memory about things, but that thing I remember well. I can find it for you later. I guarantee I can find it.
No doubt I did a Poison Mushroom on Pimp My Ride. I don't know if I've ever Ghost Ridden the Whip.
You Ghost Rode that whip.
I don't think so.
Wait, someone in my chat just converted to Yanni just now? I didn't know you could convert.
That's Peanut Butter Gamer. Okay, there you go.
What?
I guarantee you 100% it was
I've
me.
never watched Peanut Butter Gamer, so no, it isn't. Sorry.
Wasn't it PBG?
No offense to that person, but I have never watched that person. I've watched a lot, if not all of your Poison Mushroom videos.
PBG rode the whip 100%.
Yeah, NL is gaslighting me right now.
No, I think you're gaslighting me by saying I 100% rode the whip.
Do you need me to go find it?
I mean, not now, but like after the show.
Yeah, I'll find it for you.
I'd be interested to know if I had forgotten about this.
You didn't have any of them taken down, right? Like machinima issues or anything?
Oh, they actually might not be there anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Machinima's going through like a, I don't know, some kind of corporate thing.
Fuck.
They've been going up and down. I don't really get it.
Well, I don't know how to prove it then.
See, now this is where I feel like I'm being gaslighted by being accused of gaslighting.
No, I'll try to look for it. If it's not there, though, I don't think it necessarily means it doesn't exist.
I feel like that I would see that GIF on the regular on the subreddit.
Why?
Because every GIF, Dragon Slayer Doppelganger GIFs show up all the time.
Dragon Slayer Doppelganger got to #1 in short films on IMDb, and you should respect that. Michael Fox is a fantastic director, and your name's even on it.
No, I know, but like, I'm just... I feel like if this existed, first off, I would expect that I would remember it because I made it, but I'll accept that my memory is not infallible. But I think someone would have given me a link or something like that. There's gifs of me giving the middle finger. You're telling me there wouldn't have been a gif of me ghost riding the whip?
Is there seriously no one in your chat that knows what I'm talking about?
Well, there's lots of people that say it was you, but nobody's giving me a fucking link.
Oh, well, maybe it isn't up. With anything you want me to swear to, I will say that I know this is a thing that exists.
You're telling me it was in real life and not in the game?
No, I never said it was in real life.
Oh my god!
You were playing a game where you walked next to a car.
Yes, okay, you are correct.
You would know if you walk next to a real car.
In that video game, there is digital ghost riding of the whip.
That's what I was talking about.
I'm a little mad.
Why? When did I ever say it was IRL? I don't remember saying that at all.
It was implied because you said you were walking next to your car.
Oh, God.
And then, of course, I thought, when you say you mean my human form, not the digital avatar in exhibits. Pimp My Ride video game.
Now I understand why you thought I was gaslighting you, because that is pretty weird that you would forget walking next to a moving car.
Yeah. I was starting to get a little upset, mostly for Peanut Butter Gamer, who was being unfairly maligned in this whole situation.
No, I never watched him. The closest thing I know about Peanut Butter Gamer to us is that he had an avatar in a game that we played.
There you go.
And I don't even remember what game it was.
It seems like a speedrunners thing.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sounds familiar.
Ooh, what? I started on a different level? You don't always start? Oh, okay.
That's correct. The biomes, they don't really randomize, but they shuffle, I guess.
I'm in the dungeon now. I like the dungeons. It's darker down here.
Of course. I would never ghost ride my whip in real life.
No, it's highly dangerous. I wouldn't either.
It's very stupid. Yeah, I would.
I mean, it looks cool as shit, but I wouldn't do it.
It does look extremely cool.
We're still doing street cred, right?
Well, yeah. Ghost riding your whip is only street cred, though, if you die. If
by
you live,
your own car?
Yeah, you have to be run over by your own car.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. I want that to happen to me.
If you don't get run over by your own car, it's not cool. It's lame.
Do you have to die on the first set of wheels, or is it like, can you make it through to the other side?
I think it's better if you die, like, in the hospital later. After, like, well, or even better, like, they give you, like, a clean bill of health. And then they're like, you can go. Looks like everything's fine.
You had a concussion, then you sleep that night, and you just...
Precisely.
Got it.
Or you go home later, and you have, like, a stomach ache or something like that, and then you're like, I don't feel so good.
Contracted tire worm disease.
Yeah, there you go. He's dead.
Rip. That's why they call it a ghost ride. You become a ghost.
I actually think that is why they call it a ghost ride.
First guy that did it died. Catch him, Derry.
There was a punchline there I was trying to get to, but I couldn't. I was really working on it. I'm being sincere, but
I don't think we're at the point yet where this game is happening parallel to the usual CPU.
Yeah, agreed. I think the closest I came to a punchline was a too soon. That's how Tom Petty died, but I don't know. Might be a little. It might be legitimately too soon.
I thought he died of heartbreak.
I won't back down. That's Elvis.
I thought he died of toilet.
I really think we should rename the phrase, and I know medically they're called, you know, cardiac infarctions or whatever, but I don't think they should be called heart attacks anymore.
Yeah? What should you call them?
Well, it's not like you're being attacked by a heart.
Yeah, it's not like your heart's actually burning either, but, you know, we had that discussion already.
I know. I think we just need a better name for it than heart attack.
How about pulmonary infarction?
I mean, that's good, but it's like, that name's got less street cred than bus driver, you know what I mean?
No, I don't, because I believe bus driver to have quite a bit of street cred, as it turns out.
He has more street cred than I do.
I believe he has more street cred than a heart attack.
Wow, dude, I hate
Heart stroke, that's actually a solid name, because that actually represents it properly.
Also, tomorrow's next great indie game.
That does sound like an indie game. I got Ice Spear. That sounds cool as shit.
I don't even know what I have. I got weird jellyfish tentacles I surround people with, and then I also have a little bit of ice going on, but I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Where did it go? I bought it, and now I don't have it.
You might... did you buy it from the gem shop?
The vendor with the paintbrush at in town?
Wait, was it a...
Oh, talk to the book. I have to talk to a book.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So bad.
Talk to the book.
How do you feel about Dragon Slayer Doppelganger being the #1 film on IMDb? Well, I tweeted about it. Like, I already knew that I was part of something magical as it was happening, so it's not really a surprise to me. But I told Malf he should start emailing, like, all of the film festivals and trying to get comped. Like, I don't want him to show off the movie, because as soon as people watch it, they're going to realize it's like a room situation. But if he can get free flights and, you know, an audience and an auditorium to watch Dragon Slayer Doppelganger because of the fact that it's the #1 short movie on IMDb in history, why not? Live a little.
I hope he can get Netflix funding and we could do like a series.
You know, you say we.
I want to hear more about the backstory. Well, I'm not actually part of that group, unfortunately, but it is cool to think like in a tangential way, at least I'm related to it.
You know, if Netflix gave us a couple grand to shoot a sequel, I'd be up for it. It'd be a good excuse to see the dude who played the Dragon Lord, who I haven't seen in like literally 8 years or something like that.
I'll work as like an intern. I can move coffee around if you need.
Well, you know, we'll see.
I'll do it for the exposure and the credit. I don't really need...
Drink a lot of cold brew, so it really, like, it moves itself.
Did you hear 7-Eleven invented a new can that chills itself?
Like, you open it and it gets cold?
It has a dial on the bottom, or like a lever, and you turn it over, and then in 90 seconds, it goes 30 degrees colder. Isn't that amazing?
Actually really cool.
Yeah. I mean, literally. Yeah. Took 25 years to develop.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm glad it finally worked out.
They ever hear of a refrigerator?
No, I mean, it's good for like when you don't have one of those. Say you wanted to go hiking and you're like, hey, I really want to drink this coffee cold.
That's
and
fair.
I've been hiking for 2 hours, so now I just want to like get it over with. I don't know what I mean by get it over with, but...
No, I understand, yeah. I mean, honestly, I guess I can see the usefulness of this. At the very least, I'll already give it the stamp of approval for being cool. And again, literally. But, you know, I don't see the purpose for it, but maybe it's one of those things where, like, it hasn't existed as long as I've been on planet Earth, so I didn't know that I needed it. Much like that toothbrush that brushes your whole mouth at once, and everyone was a naysayer, and now it's popping off.
I used the spark on the boss. I did like maybe half of his health bar in one move.
Oh.
But then he killed me, so it didn't matter. But I know I have gems like working for me now.
What on earth? Oh, you're the tailor. I don't like the tailor.
Tinker Tailor.
You ever see that movie?
No, I saw it show up. I was gonna. Is it good?
It's good. It's real good. Slow, but it's good.
All right. I started watching Lost again with Lynn the other day. I watched up to like season 3 of that when it was new, and I haven't looked back since. And I just was like, hey, you might like this because it's kind of mysterious and interesting. And she actually was super into the first couple episodes.
Oh, I hate this.
You ever watch Lost?
I watched the first season of Lost, and I got really excited for the second season, and then I just never watched it.
I think the first 3 were actually pretty solid, and I hear it turns awful at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I've read all the spoilers, of course, because, I mean, to that own self be true, but, like, yeah, I was really into it. But I think that was, like, back when we were very naive about J.J. Abrams and Damon Lindelof. I actually, like, I still like J.J. Abrams a lot, Damon Lindelof a lot less so, but, like, they're really good at creating a mystery, and then when it comes to answering the questions at the end, you're like, doesn't matter. Didn't you get the enjoyment out of the mystery? Why are you being such a jerk about it?
Stop looking so close.
Yeah.
Well, it was exciting, at least for a while. I really liked
the last episode
that Ben guy, where they just beat the absolute shit out of him for like 5 episodes. That was great. That guy was a dick.
I don't think I was part of the show when that was on.
They like take him prisoner. He's one of the others. Like there's a secret group. And then they take him prisoner in this bunker, and then they just beat the shit out of him for every episode for like many weeks.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, he needed a beating, really, that guy.
Was she played by Evangeline Lilly?
No, it's a guy, it's Ben.
Oh, Ben!
Yeah, it's Ben.
I thought you said Bent.
What? Ben?
You know, that classic ambiguous name, Ben.
Never heard of that name in my life.
It's
Ben?
a good one. Ben. Yeah,
Ben. All right.
Take me out of here. Take me to the shop.
The candy shop? It's a snack.
I don't want to talk about cupcake anymore.
When people say someone's a snack, do they mean like I would eat that person?
Yeah. Looking tasty.
Do you want to be eaten? Because like I've seen how that goes down in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a vor thing. I think it's a normal. It's like a normal thing.
Normal cannibalism.
It's not really cannibalism. I don't even think it relates to oral intercourse. I think it's like, you know, when they say, "Oh, I could just eat you up."
They always say that to little kids. That's gross.
They do say that for little kids.
Why do they say that? They don't want to eat kids.
It wasn't the best metaphor for me personally.
Crimson Clover, sign me up.
Let's go.
I find vor to be a bore.
Yeah, I don't really get it because I don't spend that much time on the internet, I guess, but damage taken, -84. That's great news.
I derive no sexual pleasure from being inside of the body of another human. Wait, that didn't come out right. I do derive sexual pleasure from being inside of the body of another human, just not my whole body. That's better.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, any fetish related to intercourse, I don't, necessarily have it, but I sort of understand it, I think. But then vor, where it's like, hey, it'd be really sick if this, like, huge anime babe just ate me and, like, I died. I just don't get that
Score
one.
and 7 years ago.
I don't know if I fully... Am I missing something? Like, is there some genital stimulation in advance of the being eaten part?
I'm not sure it has anything to do with your genitals. I think it's just a state of peace achieved through...
Yeah, but like people aren't looking at it. It's not like
immersion.
ASMR. They're jerking off to it, right?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, people probably are jerking off to ASMR as well, but I digress.
It's like a sensory deprivation tank where you can go to think about your genitals.
No, I don't think that's what this is.
Oh.
I think you're putting a nice coat of paint on it, but I don't think that's what it's all about, man.
What if the military develops a real sensory deprivation tank that can shoot giant cannon explosives, but inside you can't see or hear or taste anything?
I'm just gonna tell you right now, I think that's probably the best joke, at least in terms of like raw cleverness, that we're gonna have on the show today.
I disagree.
The idea of a tank that shoots things that deprive you of your senses.
What about the military developing vor as a concept?
See, now that I think they might have already done it.
You think they released this fetish?
Yes. That's my conspiracy theory for just about anything that captures the attention of the nation's youth and paralyzes them with masturbation and fantasies that are unachievable. I think that's the American government releasing that to keep us all, you know, as placid as possible.
My chat thinks I just wrote an anime. Yeah, you know what? I did. Thank you. I'm glad you noticed.
Not just any anime. This season's hottest anime.
But then I have to imagine that it's high school kids eating each other, and now I just don't feel right about that anymore.
What if they were in high school, but they were actually immortal beings that were
like 200 years old, but like they have to act like they're younger because it fits the plot.
Yeah, it's for plot reasons.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense now that you say it. I like these knights. You can just combo them, chain them to death every time.
So the government's behind this stepbrother, stepsister stuff? What? Stepbrother, stepsister stuff?
So that is new? I wasn't sure. I thought it was new.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So like, all right, this is gonna get a little weird. Should I go into this?
Please do, yeah. You know
Every so often, in the world of pornography, a new like rampage of tons of videos of a particular subgenre will show up, and at one point, and I don't particularly find this stuff good myself, but like at one point they unleashed a deluge of water sports videos.
What?
Like a yellow tide took over the porn video areas. And I don't know what happened, like somebody flipped a switch that's like, actually everybody loves this now.
I must have missed that. That must have happened during you know, my post-marriage existence.
A literal torrent of yellow rivers. And then, so I guess now, like, this incest stuff is, like, super big.
Oh, you mean wincest?
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about. So, I don't know how this happens. Maybe there's trend setting that goes on in the world of pornography that it hits a fever pitch and then it, like, tips.
Yeah. No, every year at the AVGN Awards, they all get together and they say, you know, what are we going to do this year? What's going to be the hot thing?
At the AVGN Awards, they go back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass.
I was wondering.
That's what they do.
No, don't do Nick the disservice of saying that it's based on his search history, okay? Ever since Cambridge Analytica, everybody thinks they know everything about anybody.
It's not even like I'm searching, it's just they show up in the feed for the newest stuff.
Maybe you just happen to go on the website, like, right after... Like, forgive the pun, but right after one of the companies, like, liquidated, and then they were like, well, we gotta put these videos somewhere.
The pun actually made that, so I'm glad.
Exactly. Plus, we all know Nick's search history is just, like, 95% Ireland.
It's a lot of jelly stuff, too, and, like...
Ketchum dairy.
Knives, cutting stuff. And I've been really big into the Gilai Bilai Petrat Kumai Kandai again. Lynn hates that. She hates it.
It's unsettling, and I think that's what I like about it.
She was like, why does that exist? So I'm like, that's why it exists. Because it made you ask that.
If you ever show her the John Sockers videos, just make sure to, you know, let her know that I've met that man.
I think I've shown them to her. I think she hated it almost as much as the Gilai Belai.
That's one of those ones you don't want to show it to someone like at the infancy of a relationship.
Yeah. This is to test the borders of what it can withstand.
Exactly.
Like Overcooked.
It's extremely fair. There's some tension in that game. On occasion, come on, stop hitting me.
Right now at home going
What?
Yanni.
The Yanni video just started playing in the middle of me not touching it.
What did it say, Yanni or Laurel?
It didn't get that far.
Was it the light spirit or the dark spirit?
It never went that far.
Yanni.
Which is the dark spirit?
Laurel. I've heard them both at this point.
And how do you know, since you're using your own moral compass, how do you decide which is the light and the dark spirit? It's up to you. It's really you that's deciding.
Yeah. It is. You're not wrong. Yo, dude, I'm getting some sick Arcana combos, and it makes me feel bad for being garbage, but you, like, see a dude, bounce him with the ice, it comes back, and then you hit him with the tentacles.
Cool.
By the time the tentacles are done, the ice is almost good to go again.
Have you tried parry with Spark Explosion? Because that's, like, incredibly damaging.
I'll put it in the bank for
try it out.
use. Honestly, I could use just about every tool I got available.
A full charge Spark Explosion seems to do a ton of damage.
Plus, it's going to be legal nationwide pretty soon.
Yeah. For you, not for me.
Yeah. I think. Oh, that was extremely painful.
I really feel bad, though, for people that, like, it's legal, and then they accidentally get on the exit for the border, and then they're just like, you're fucked.
Dude, I have sympathy for that in concept, but there's so many signs that I'm like, if you're going to the border accidentally, you have to be high. That's the only explanation that makes any sense, at least with my negative worldview.
Oh.
People are always like, oh, I didn't know I was headed to the border. Oh, you didn't see the signs for 100 miles that were like, the border's this way?
They made it sound like you just can't do anything about it. Like you get locked into this line, and then you're just stuck going.
Once you're like on the lane, you're screwed. You can't turn around. And the cops.
And they say if you try to turn around, you get flagged for automatic secondary inspection.
It's absolutely true. Yeah.
Which really sucks if you're like, I just didn't want to even come here today, and now I'm here.
Just don't drive to the border.
I don't plan to.
To be fair, like 99% of my border crossings have used exactly the same route, so like maybe other routes are a little less clear. But whenever there's like whenever it's the Pacific, just Pacific crossing, and on border security, they're like, well, we didn't know, and we're totally fucking torched right now. I'm like, yeah, I know. Obviously, you accidentally are gonna get yourself arrested. That's how high you are. You're gonna get arrested for taking a legal drug.
The one that I think they're talking about usually is the one in Buffalo. That's what I at least a couple of times I've seen them mention is the one that they accidentally went to. And then there's one at like, at the top of Michigan, I guess also.
That was the one where I saw an episode of Border Security where the dude had an open can of beer in his cup holder, and then it turns out in Michigan it was actually at the time of that filming legal.
Huh.
But then apparently it's since been repealed because apparently somebody sane got into power at some point and was like, you can't drink beer while you drive. Are you out of your mind?
When I die, it keeps resetting the button order of my attacks for some reason. I'm not really sure what that's about. I might just need to fix them while I'm in the town and then it'll stay fixed, but... Wait, I don't have my shit anymore?
The ones you buy on the run, I believe, are only for the run. But if you buy them, like, with the gem, they permanently become available.
All right, I misunderstood. I thought I permanently had this, like, electric tendril thing. It's gone now. Live and learn.
Oh, stop falling in the water. Why is it worse to drink while you drive than to drink before you drive? Well, I mean, I suppose if you're like, yeah, it's no big deal. I just have one glass of beer before I get in my car, or as I get in my car, just to help me, like, live my life. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like if you can't go a drive without having a beer, that's a very troubling thing.
They used to say one for the road. And it was designed to make you settled, just so you'd feel better driving.
Our ancestors were stupid.
They really had a different set of priorities when it came to driving. I wonder if they would have thought that was fine, but like, no, you can't actually look at the touchscreen on your dashboard. That's a problem.
Well, we're going through it in BC right now because there's a huge blitz on like distracted driving, which is highly like necessary, and I appreciate it. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, so like one dude picks up his phone at a stoplight, something I actually legitimately never do, and it makes me angry. And he looks at a text for 2 seconds and he's like, okay, I'm good. Versus like some person playing with their radio for 100 miles trying to make sure they got the station properly. And what's the difference, you know?
The drive, like what Dennis always does, that Rob always says, where he can't go 5 seconds without changing the dial.
Yeah.
He'll let 3 seconds of a song play. He's like, nah, not that one. And he'll just keep doing that for the entire drive. I'd say that's distracted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not shitting on Dennis. That's just, oh my God, he just gangbanged the shit out of me. They trapped me in a corner.
Both should be banned. Just driving in general should be banned.
I agree.
I'm over it.
Let the cars do the driving. I don't want any part of it anymore.
I'm 100% in, dude. You can't get me in a self-driving car fast enough.
And then they get to kill all the pedestrians, and the car decides it, so it's not anybody's fault. It sounds like perfect. Perfect world.
Pretty much a dream come true. Why not? Pretty sure I'm going to die anyway. Oh, what have I done?
I had a dude walk into traffic the other day, and I didn't know he was about to walk out, and I was on the right side, and he was coming from the left side, and the left side of the street was slowing down, and he came out so quickly that I had to kind of abruptly stop, and he gave me a thumbs up, and I felt like such an asshole, even though I didn't mean to do it. I just didn't know he was about to abruptly enter the road.
Wait, he was driving or he was a pedestrian?
No, the pedestrian was walking into the street, and he did it very quickly, and I wasn't ready for it, so I had to abruptly stop. But he thought I was like ready to run him over or something. I wasn't. I just didn't know he was there. Those are the worst. Cause like, if you could reason with them and be like, look, man, I don't obviously want to hit you.
Yeah, I prefer if I didn't like ruin my life by killing you with my car.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to die, but I also, like, there is some self-interest.
I really didn't want him to die. I just didn't know he was there, and well, he gave me a thumbs up.
Oh, I'm so stupid.
Shearing chain?
I dodged into the thing.
Thundering chain. Earth knuckles. There's so many cool objects to buy.
How is your run going, Nick?
Oh, I just lost, so you can change out whenever.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Let's,
Yeah, I know, right?
It's Rob!
come back and play some golf.
Let's play golf.
Everybody, here is Rob the guy.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, hey, how's it going? I want my own intro song where I have like where I could sing it when I come in. It'll be good.
Put it on your phone, and then you can like play it quickly as we start up. As long as it's not copyrighted.
Yeah.
Ryan would be very upset with that.
I would be like incredibly incensed if you just came in here playing like an Ariana Grande song or something like that. I would never forgive you.
Oh, is Jet Jaguar copyrighted?
Ooh, no, technically no, actually. All right, so because we watched it on movie night. Question.
Hi. What?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I have to unmute. Sorry, chat.
What golf?
Yeah, what golf?
Golf with your friends.
Good. That's the one I picked.
Yeah, that's what I had set as well.
Golf with your friends.
Golf with
your
friends.
Oh, I like it to the tune of "Life Is Unfair" by the.
Golf is on friends.
Yep. Yeah, just the end part, nothing else.
You just hit a birdie, and that's pretty good. You're not the golf with me now. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's all right. It needs some work, but oh hey, it tells me it's made with Unity now.
Oh, that explains why it's so bad.
Oh, got him!
Oh,
Bear!
What's up, Bear?
Hey,
How's it going, Bear?
All the
Hi.
best people. Hi.
hey, hi, chat.
Welcome to the NLSS.
Is chat still here?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, hi, chat.
They're saying Hafu for some reason. Is Hafu here?
Oh,
No, I'm
Hafu Bear!
It's Hafu.
Hi, I'm Hafu.
How's it going, Hafu Bear?
Hi, Hafu.
Hello, I am Hafu.
Doubtful.
Classic.
Open parentheses, X, close parentheses, doubt.
Hafu's invited too if she wants to play. I
No,
think.
Hafu's never invited.
No, okay, sorry.
I mean, she is in chat. It's really up to her.
She was playing She was playing Slay the Spire a minute ago.
Yeah.
What's the golf of choice?
Spire.
Golf with your friends.
Friends.
I do feel the obligation to let you know we're gonna play Jackbox after that.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing.
Hafu has been streaming for like 20 hours, hasn't she?
Oh, really?
It
Just a normal
Yeah, it
day.
happens.
I
was
woke
gonna
up
say-
at 3 a.m. and was like,
I was watching Hafu play Hearthstone at 3 a.m. earlier, so
yeah.
bit of a long stream.
Ron, you gotta get on that low latency game, dude.
I already explained this in a bit earlier in today's stream, Bear.
Oh, sorry.
I said
Okay, my
that.
bad.
You remember when Justin Timberlake ripped off Janet Jackson's breast?
Timby.
Do I?
Big Tims.
I'm not sure. I think you're remembering
I
that.
think you might.
You might be remembering that differently than I remember it, to be honest with you.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Just pulled it right
difference.
off.
I can't
Please
invite
continue,
you.
though.
I can't invite you, so I'm going to make a new lobby.
okay.
Called the Bobby Lobby.
Is there room for me?
Please.
Hi, Hafu.
Hi, Hafu. How's it going?
Hi.
We summoned you.
Are you not like exhausted?
Oh, but if you think there's too many people,
No. Well, I mean, I'm not Rob.
Wait,
so-
It is
actually,
Rob's show.
Fuck off. Yeah.
It is Rob's show. Little known fact, it is called the Northernlion Live Super Show, but it's owned by Alpaca.
Very true.
Corporate
Business
speaking.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah.
Did you send the contract back yet?
Wait. Ignore that first one.
Okay.
And then the password is.
Is it
I
mouth?
don't like that
What?
password.
What's your problem with the password?
I don't even get it.
You don't need to get it. You just need to type it in.
Yeah, I don't. Is this
It
DAE?
starts out as words and ends in gibberish. I don't understand.
It doesn't matter. It's
No,
it's a cipher that you use to enter the game.
That's fair.
You don't need to know what it means.
All right. Yeah, it's weirding me out, man.
Oh man, these
Fine.
names.
There's some really good
Oh
ones.
my
Okay, there's the bad
God.
ones. I really
Oh
liked the
my
ones that were
God.
just funny gibberish, and then there's the really racist ones that really ruin it.
Hey, Hafu.
yeah,
How was your weekend?
it was really fun. I went to Disneyland.
That is cool.
Oh, cool.
I heard about that. Yeah.
I went to LA for dogs prelim tournaments, and only 4 people make it through, and he made it.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, so it was just a happy trip all around.
I really thought that you said you went to LA for dogs, and I would have been okay with that. to be
Also,
honest.
Rob approved.
That sounds like a great trip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I got to meet Jenim. Oh my god, actually, I went up to meet her with Pokemon, and the whole time Pokey just talked, and I sat there smiling like an idiot because that's all I could do because I was too happy. Like I don't think I could muster words. I was just nodding, smiling and nodding.
It's
Who
wholesome
did you
as
meet?
fuck.
Yeah, who did you meet? I didn't hear your name.
Oh,
Jen
Jen
M.
M. She's like my
Oh.
idol. She's a beauty and fashion blogger, like YouTuber.
You don't remember 6 weeks ago, Hafu brought up Gen M during the
She
golf
followed me
segment
on
on the analyst
Twitter.
tests?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's what happened 6 weeks ago, and it made my month. And then this made this month, so she's just making every month. I'm happy.
Hi, Happy. I'm Dad, and I'm asking her to join the golf with your friends game.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
What happened to
no,
Choco
yes,
Bars?
yes,
Is she
You
doing
just
well?
join golf instead. I mean, that would be easier.
Yes,
than
yes, yes, yes. What the hell is
No.
this
That one
password?
just kind of flew right
No,
by.
it's-
I was saying.
Everybody hates the password.
It is a bad password.
It's a really bad
It's
password.
a great password. Nobody's ever gonna guess it.
No one
I mean,
would
that's
ever-
true,
If
yeah.
you named it like one space, no one would ever guess it.
It's also true, but
That's my favorite anime.
One space.
One space.
that's good.
It
Nice.
totally could be one. Just it might even be one already.
Mhm.
Welcome, Rob, Austin, Hafu, and Bear. How were
Thanks.
your weekends?
Oh, collectively great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
None of us went to
Altogether, it was
Disneyland.
great.
Yeah,
Let's
that's true.
compete for the best weekend. I
I
went in.
think Hafu won.
Wait, I went in an underground
she
cave
definitely-
boat.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
that was
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
really cool.
Just
pretty
Disneyland.
We'll let the
It's
court of
called-
public opinion decide which is cooler.
Was Mickey
Fuck
Mouse in
Disneyland.
your underground cave?
No,
And then-
Well,
See, I went
neither
to
was
Disney
Han Solo.
World.
yeah.
I want to start that straw poll for chat. What's better, Disneyland or an underground cave with like no specifications of what kind of cave it is, what's in there?
I don't want to act like I'm persecuted, but I think because Hafu said Disneyland, it'll win like 90-10. But if
You think
I
so?
said Disneyland, the cave would win. Like 70-30.
Well, yeah, because we know that if you went to Disneyland, you'd have no fun.
That's
You
not
wouldn't have
true.
any fun.
There's so
I
many
bet it's
lines
fun.
there, man. He would
I
love
went
it.
to Disneyland last year and I had a good time.
There's so many lines.
Were there multiple pictures of you with a sour face on?
Well, like when I'm going down the roller coaster, I do have.
Yeah, because that's the worst part, obviously.
No, because I'm afraid.
Dude.
It's not because I'm trying to be a curmudgeon. It's
You're
because my
afraid
brain
of
thinks.
Disneyland?
I'm afraid of
roller coasters?
there's that one roller coaster at Disney California Adventure is actually large.
Have you
It's
seen
not
the
like,
Pirates of the Caribbean ride? It's
Oh,
terrifying.
boy.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not a freaking giga coaster where they shoot you into outer space, but it's like a tall ass roller coaster. I forget what it's
Dude.
called.
Space Mountain
Screaming.
scares the shit
That's
out of
it.
me because it's
California
old.
Screaming.
Yep. It was closed when I was there.
So you don't get to talk then,
I-
Hafu.
Come on, it though. Have you been to Six Flags? It's like
Oh, hell
10
no.
times.
Yeah,
Really?
I
You
would.
scared?
Don't tell Kate that those exist.
She
It's
likes roller
definitely wild.
coasters?
She loves roller coasters.
And you won't take her?
I like
I
it.
take her every time. And then I get yelled at it when I come back by chat. Did you have fun? Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Good one.
I have a picture in my database of pictures from when I went to Vancouver, and
Yeah.
it's a very rare picture of Ryan just beaming, smiling. And I feel like I could use that to blackmail you somehow.
What's
Yeah.
it? What was the context of the?
You were standing very happily in a flowery area with Kate.
Ah, that was at Stanley Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
It's
it a
just
candid, or
it's so
was it a-
off-brand.
Yeah.
Was
How
it
can you make
candid
money
or
from
posed?
Let's figure it out.
Was it candid or was it posed?
It was just post-pose, so it was candid, but it was unintentionally candid.
Ah.
I see.
Why did you call it a database of pictures? That's such
Yeah,
a
it's very
strange
I
thing.
keep I have a folder with like all the major events that I've gone to,
Just
and
call
then
it
I
a
Yeah, but like a database makes it sound like you're Batman keeping
All right,
secrets.
yeah.
Well,
It's like you wrote it yourself to
Sorry.
store these.
honestly I just couldn't come up with a better word at the second, so I just said that.
Do you have a way to take us down based on our greatest weaknesses?
No, just
I hope
Ryan.
not. Okay.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Goodness.
And
What
it's
do you
really
guys-
not that
what's
great of a way.
What's your go-to face for pictures?
Don't
It's
got it.
fine.
I've got a photo smile.
Do
Toothy
you?
smile.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just do funny faces. I pull funny faces whenever anyone takes.
Like 100% of the time?
100% of the time.
I think that's true, actually. Yeah, because every single photo I have with you, you're doing a funny face. So that's-
Yeah,
You'd be very far.
I'm
Yeah,
very.
And went into hyper mode, dude.
I'm like very insecure about smiling in pictures for whatever reason.
Why?
It's like I don't know. Like I
Have a
feel.
lovely smile, Rob.
It's not that I'm like afraid of my own smile. It's that like I feel just weird. Like I feel like a
You're
narcissist.
a demon.
No, it's just like I feel like
No?
too narcissistic. Like, oh
What?
hey, I'm pretending that I'm more happy than I am right now.
No, hold on, man.
Dude, I told you it's irrational.
You make fun of me.
My demon one was more reasonable than that.
I'm aware that it's irrational.
But we got the sweet
It's
ass
so
worm thumb.
narcissistic of people to smile in photos. Oh,
Do you guys
these
do
people.
the thing where like, you know, they say, okay, smile, and sometimes they don't know how the phone works, so it takes like
Yep.
10
Yeah.
And you lose your
yeah.
luster.
Well,
Yeah.
in your head, you have to like rationalize being happy. Like you have your conscious brain has to trick your
Only
unconscious
you're
brain.
that annoyed
No,
by
this is
that.
not. Come on, because nobody holds a fake smile for 15 seconds. Like the light just goes out of your eyes. You gotta find a way to make it a real smile. So you think of like a happy moment or something like that, or you're like, I'm having a lot of fun right now. I'm gonna smile really big.
All right, look, you're
But
making
on the
fun
inside.
of me, but you method act photos.
You
like
well, only if it takes like more than 5 seconds for the photo to be taken.
Yeah.
Or they want to take like 8 pictures.
This is an emergency situation where you're dealing with an electronically incompetent person.
Straight up, Kate's parents do it every time. Like
Ryan has like a hard
dinner,
limit of like 3 seconds of happiness at a time.
It's not
Otherwise,
just
he just
happiness, it's 3
explodes.
seconds of like a fake smile. Because it's not like they wait for a moment of genuine happiness and then they go, okay, just hold that. I'm gonna get the camera. It's always like, oh, you're leaving. We got to take 100 photos first.
I'm gonna say I agree with you, but I just like making fun of you.
It's fair.
That applies to like every conversation we have.
I know
on this show.
it's actually gone on too far because like Chad has come over to my side in
Oh, wow.
no discussions.
That's horrible.
And they're like, people are really being kind of rude to NL recently about the way he lives his life.
Rude to you.
See, this is
that's where we are on the.
And we need to be nicer to Ryan. That's the problem.
dude, I'm being real with you. I mean, I can stand up to it. I'm just letting the court of public opinion decide for itself.
See, my strat with pictures is to not take them. I think over the last 7 to 8 years, actually probably my whole life, because I never really owned a camera until I had a phone with a camera. I think I've taken 3 pictures of myself ever in any context.
3 pictures.
What?
3
I don't
totally.
believe that.
Like,
And I'm giving you a bonus because I can only remember 2.
I have more than 3
taken-
pictures of you.
Right?
I think I've taken more pictures of my penis than I have of my own face.
Robert.
I'm being honest. I'm just being honest about my.
That wasn't something we had to quantify, though. Rob, do you think you've taken more photos of your penis than you have of your face? Just curious.
You were all thinking it. You were all wondering.
Nobody was thinking it, Rob.
I was not thinking it, no.
whatsoever.
A single person.
Now I can't stop thinking.
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
all I think. That's all I can think about now.
Damn it.
You ruined it.
No, but like I'm the same way. Like I don't take my own pic. Like
How
all
many
the
pictures of
that
your
I ever
penis do
had.
you need, though? Like, how many angles
Okay,
are
now
there?
we're on this route. Okay.
Well, I mean, you can't recycle dick pics, right? Like if somebody asks you for a dick
I
pic, you
feel
gotta
like
be-
after 8 or 9, you probably can.
Didn't notice.
I mean, you only get the studio lighting at certain times, so you got to make the best.
I only got this place for an hour. I need as many as I can get.
I mean, recycling, it's like regifting, you know? Like you're giving out somebody else's blender. It's not the same.
You think of it as a blender?
I mean,
All
that's-
the kitchen appliances you could have chosen.
that's
Of all
my
the gifts
nickname
that
for
could
it,
have been
yes.
given. Oh,
Hafu, I'm sorry. Like,
No, I mean, penis pictures aren't very flattering. right?
Yeah, they aren't. I agree.
So
the
then,
penis isn't very flattering. It's
That's
why,
true.
why
Speak
do
for
you have so
yourself.
many? Do you just keep them and like look at me like, wow, look at my beautiful penis?
I delete them like immediately afterwards.
You caught me. That's just my favorite thing to do.
To be totally clear, I never take a picture of my penis of my own volition. It's just like
What?
I don't know.
There's someone there.
forced to take these?
All right, yeah, that's it.
Against your
holding
will?
me down and taking pictures of my penis. But I
That's the phrasing you used.
mean, I mean to say, like, I'm not just like, oh yeah, let's get good lighting on that. Ooh, let's get a low angle shot of.
Dude, low
You know.
angle's the best.
Make sure you're using the right lens.
Yeah.
You make it look like the Dublin Needle.
Yeah, see, Jess in my chats, he says, on that note, I've taken more pictures of my boobs than my face. There you go.
Really?
It's like,
I'm not a selfie guy. Like, I'm not.
but I think
not
it says something about the fact that both of you are partners who have no interest in each other's faces.
That's not how that works. It's just I like all the pictures that exist of me on Facebook are not taken by me.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Like every single one.
One of the
I
two
mean-
very few pictures I've taken was for an
Oh,
event that
man.
needed a picture of me for the website.
I
Yeah.
had to take a lot more selfies since I became a streamer.
Mm.
Yeah.
So now
At
I'm
least you're
like used to it.
too.
The streamer grind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I streamed 14 hours today.
That's
What?
actually absurd.
It's really crazy.
Is there an
think that's more
achievement
than
for
I've done
that in the
this month.
dashboard?
It's like too much, Hafu.
Yeah, but I didn't stream for like 4 days because I was gone. So
That's fair.
I was
Yeah.
like having a withdrawal. Don't you just miss your chat sometimes?
Yes.
No.
There have been
Yes,
times.
you do.
I don't think you've seen my chat, Hafu. You should.
He's lying. He loves his chat. He's being playful.
Everybody at Last Grey Wolf, you're welcome to come to
tied.
Tie game.
Tied for first.
Oh my god, I'm third. Wow, this is why. It's because I only play against Ryan and Nick. Everyone else sucks at this game.
Wow. I didn't want to go that far with it. Jesus Christ.
I mean, if
go
I
to Disneyland, come back.
If I beat you, then you're pretty bad.
All right.
It's just
Challenge
the truth.
accepted. Yeah. Let's go.
WDW.
Honestly, I was
last time.
distracted. I was talking about my dick too much on the stream, so.
I mean, is that abnormal at all?
No.
Kinda not, which is strange about my character, I suppose.
This is how I know my chat. Ryan's chat reacted with a bunch of like feels bad man and all that and sad faces, and my chat just said fuck you a bunch. So it's really.
Your chat is the most conducive chat to just go in and disrupt by talking about my homework, though. Like, they're always very supportive when I go in and I go, hey, how do you pass an element from the view to the model in Node.js? It's always one person who's like, shut up, nerd.
From the what?
Everybody,
yeah, and that's me.
Yeah, it's usually the streamer, exactly.
That's all of us right now, to be honest.
Oh. I know, but everybody else in the chat is really nice.
From the view to the model?
From the view to the model, exactly, yeah.
Oh, so you're writing code that's creating a 3D mesh, is that it?
Oh, hell no. Are you?
What do you mean the view to the model?
I'm pretty clever, but I'm not a genius. Let's not.
What is the view and what is the model?
It's a web development thing.
Let's talk about Rob's penis again.
I'm interested in web
it's more
development.
exciting than this, to be honest.
All right.
I said to be honest.
You guys ever been to a dump show?
What is a dump show?
All right.
Rob's all right is the best part of what that was there.
Color me intrigued. Yeah, let's.
All right, so you know how there's like municipal dumps and landfills, and then there's privately owned ones, right?
You can privately own a landfill?
Yeah.
Why do you want to privately own a landfill?
Like, you could have a lot of land
Like,
and be like, hey, if you give me $10, you can put your trash here.
Well, I mean, they I'm sure they have permits and they figure it out through the municipality, but they can be privately owned ultimately. What they do is they'll partner up with a pawn shop or some kind of local business, and what they'll do is they'll have a picker that goes through some of the stuff on a regular interval, and then they'll bring it to a place either with or without experts, and then they'll have like an auction where they go through some of the best stuff they find. So that's a dump show. So you guys have never been to one of those?
No, I've never been to one. I've never been to an auction.
I don't think I would.
Blink one.
Now that I know what it is, I think I'll pass.
Yeah,
I'm in love with the girl at the dump show.
So yeah, it's like an Antiques Roadshow, but for garbage.
Wow.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. You get to meet some people. Sometimes they have like food trucks, and you can just kind of hang out and look at stuff.
All right, so two things that I'm
trucks.
Yeah, two things I'm gleaning from that. A place where people are rooting through garbage is not a place that I want to consume.
No, they rooted the garbage already. They bring the fines of that rooting later.
And then they eat it?
No.
They only bring the best.
There's two types. There's the kinds where they bring the experts and they have it like identified at the spot, or there's ones where it's just sort of like in Diablo where you need the identify scroll. You get to be the one that finds the expert, and you don't know if it's worth it.
I'm just picturing a garbage expert like, yeah, this is some quality fuck. Good trash right here.
So you guys have never been to a dump show? I thought this was a common thing.
No.
How does that sound like a common thing? After you explained it.
We had a landfill near my old house in Houston, and driving by it was a disaster because it smelled so bad, and it was like half a mile away.
They'll put it's like a table with a D and an arrow, and it's like dump show this way. I thought everybody had those around.
A table with a D. And
it's like a sign. It's like you just get used to seeing the sign. Dump shows this way.
I saw a sign that said D over here. I wouldn't go to it.
Well, you don't know. Maybe it's small D. Maybe it's big D. I don't know.
I have a friend named Big D.
Big D docking dude.
No, not that guy. Different guy.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know him too, right? I think I know him.
I think so. Yeah, you might have met him.
Yeah.
Drax?
No.
It's my IRL buddy.
He's about as cool as Drax, so Drax is pretty cool. He's cool too.
Yeah. No, I don't want to go to a dump show, Jess.
No.
Jess wants to go to a dump show. We could probably find one if you guys want to come visit.
You know what? That actually sounds kind of fun.
That's one of those things
double date.
You only like you only do that when you're like 6 or 60, right?
No, I've been there.
So your grandparents take you there while your parents are at work.
We were trying to get rid of an old Nazi radio that my dad had.
What the fuck?
Okay, Nick.
Now, was the radio made by the Nazis, or was it a white supremacist radio?
No, it was. So my parents or my dad's side parents were German heritage, and before my parents got divorced, they had some crap in the garage, and anyway, he ended up leaving that there, and we had it checked out, and apparently has some sort of origin to World War II. So we were trying to see if we could sell it off for some money.
Okay.
So then could you make a show called Nazi Regular Structures?
Yeah, I mean, that was totally, it was just a radio, so yeah, probably.
Sounds pretty good.
I missed that one.
What makes it a Nazi radio is what I want.
It was owned by the Nazis in World War II.
It's invisible, is what is.
It's invisible.
Yeah, you cannot see it.
Okay.
That's a good answer, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It was not the Enigma machine, no.
Oh, dude, that's
That's worth a lot of money.
I would be pretty excited to talk about that. Less excited to talk about the radio itself.
Your grandpa was Alan Turing?
German Alan Turing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the dump show.
That's the dump show segment.
Good show, guys.
Would you rather do a dump show or a cow pie bingo?
What?
Okay.
I would probably rather do the dump show, honestly. They're both fun, though.
You know
Would
what?
you rather do 100 more NLSSs or one dump show?
Oh no.
100 more
What do you mean by
NLSSs, because those
do?
are fun.
You know, learning about dump shows and cow pie bingo, I feel validated in wanting to live in cities.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
more.
some truth to that.
Yeah, like there's no reason that I would want to go anywhere else.
And no,
Learning-
my grandparents were not Nazis before anybody needs to go down that road.
Well, I mean, don't take this the wrong way. But if they were Nazis, I mean, they were Germans in the 30s, right? They're not
Yeah.
alone.
No, like, people, like, my grandmother's sisters got killed and stuff in World War II.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it'd be pretty fucked up if they were born in, like, Ohio in 1963. But if they were born in Hamburg in 1910, it's kind of a different story.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
saying
think
it's
he's just
justifiable,
suggesting
but-
that it's common, not necessarily.
Yeah, I
that they
gotcha.
were.
Precisely, yeah.
Mm.
Dude, you know, I had an actually great
on that
idea.
one, right?
Oh no. Where am I going?
I had a great idea completely unrelated to the Second World War.
Okay.
So we got all this. There's so many podcasts done by charismatic people.
Thanks.
There's too many podcasts. I am.
Oh.
Of course, it has to take a turn before I get to the point. But you know what I thought would be sick is, you remember that television show, The Simple Life, starring Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie,
Of course, yeah.
where these two talentless hacks would go around and basically like
Wow.
be rich assholes to
Yep.
people that did blue collar work.
Be mean.
Why don't
She's
we
an
do that?
entrepreneur. She-
Why don't we do that? I was
I
just thinking, what
don't
if-
want to.
Well, no, I just mean, like, what if we did like an NLSS, but instead of it being an NLSS, it was like we're hosting a bingo night at like a senior's home or something like that.
So we call it fucking with old people? Is that what the,
I wouldn't fuck with the old people. I'd just be me.
Fucking with Sasquatch.
So you'd fuck with old people?
No, exactly, yeah. It's a great point.
Really becomes a different show when you take the width out of it, though.
Yeah. It becomes two different shows, and I
Like-
want to see both of them.
Somewhat unrelated, but I've said for years we should do like a live NLSS on like a panel at one of those like
Oh, we were
Excuse
trying to do a
me,
round
though.
table like that for a while.
Round
Yeah.
table, you know, every round table is as good as any other round table. But what if we did an NLSS at PAX and it just fucking bombed? That would be
I mean,
so sad.
it would then be
Dude,
legendary as a result.
Yeah, no,
How could
like,
it possibly bomb?
because this
Think
whole
about
show
it.
is improv. Like, it's lightning in a bottle. We have no idea if it's going to be good or bad on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You just got to kind of jump in with both feet.
What's the
Think about
percentage of good,
freedom
you
in
think?
that, though.
Should do a panel. Should do a panel at PAX.
So I'm saying,
Yeah,
man.
like a live show, NLSS live show panel.
Yeah, we can play the life board game. That'd be great.
I thought that was fun.
I did too.
I'll be the guy.
Chat, what is
I
the
didn't
percentage
think
of
it was
good to
very
bad? like 80-20, or is that too generous?
I think it's actually like 95-5. Sometimes we have shows that I think are horrible, and I would never tell any of you to your face. But when I go to I go to the subreddit, and people are like, started a little wonky, and then it turned good. A plus NLSS, and I'm like, wow, it's like one bad show a month. Honestly. You're easy critics.
Yeah, I guess we're harder on ourselves than we probably need to be, but yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna be the hardest on yourself for the show.
It's really nice to me. Like stupid nice to me. I feel like anytime I'm having a bad day. Okay. Yeah. Well, let me enjoy this year.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good year.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I got thrown over here, dude.
They always turn.
If we do a live panel, we should definitely not have any audience input whatsoever.
That's what I was thinking. I don't want to end up with like a dedicated wham situation.
Dedicated wham.
Yeah, I do not want to be on live stream fails or something.
I do.
I do.
Well,
yeah, definitely.
It would be live fails.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, how do you get that?
Just like fails
/videos then, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to write a docket for it? Like, you want to do golf, or what are you thinking?
Let's just do real golf and bring 200 people.
Oh my god, that'd be so great!
Mini golf, and they all just watch us talk while we play around.
That would be cool.
That'd be so weird.
You know what would be weird though is like, I've never watched anybody watch our show. I have to imagine that at many points during it, there's like uproarious laughter, and we don't have to wait around for that. We can talk through it and like build like a compound bit. But to wait for like the adoring crowd. Ah,
fuck!
Should have crowded here.
Done.
What's that?
I knocked a plastic. This is like a Rube Goldberg machine. I knocked a plastic cup into a fork that then like seesawed up and hit a glass.
Nice.
Maybe it's
sounded really pleasant.
There's 3 dishes in here, okay?
You could try
them all.
plastic utensils.
I've got a coffee cup and a water glass and a fork that I used to eat a kosher dill.
Nice.
A what?
Kosher dill.
Kosher dill.
Why?
You just had a pickle with coffee?
Not with coffee.
It's a very New York lunch, to be honest.
I had a pickle after I had coffee.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
eat like an 80-year-old man.
What's wrong with having a pickle as a snack?
It's all right.
Just in general. I mean, like, you also have had a hard shell taco shell for lunch before.
That's not how an 80-year-old eats.
That was when Kate wasn't there.
What?
One time I did eat a hard shell taco with shredded cheese on it, melted in the microwave.
Okay, that's just a quesadilla.
What the fuck?
It was not a quesadilla, Hafu. That is not a quesadilla.
Kate was out of town.
That's good enough. I mean, what is a quesadilla really? That's like close enough.
No, it was a pizza is what it was.
I've had a quesadilla before. I was playing Final Fantasy.
I don't get it.
I don't get
Yeah, I
it.
missed that
It's a
one.
spell.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like one large bad nacho, more or less. It was bad. Like, it wasn't like I ate it and I was like, "Ooh, you guys should try it."
Eat the whole thing?
No, I ate like 3 bites and I was like, this is garbage.
Yeah.
I got
you
some real
wasted it.
food. Yeah, well, I threw the hard shell taco in the trash, yeah.
And then you had your morning breakfast of a pickle and some hot coffee.
Black coffee and a pickle.
When did I say it was for breakfast? This is the exact example of a logical extreme. But for breakfast, I'll have you know, I have been eating Swedish crisp bread with cream cheese on
What is
top
wrong
of it
with you?
and some smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon. Yeah, I know, exactly.
And if there's anything wrong with that, then I don't want to be right.
It's a quality breakfast. I'm with that. I'm all right with that.
Wow, that's a bad placement, Nick.
Yeah, I'm doing awful on this level for some reason.
It's okay. I'm there. I'm the anchor. I called everyone out, and now everyone just crushed this.
Well, you made me, Hafu. You made it happen. Forced me to care.
Why are you so good? All of a sudden. Oh, actually, Ryan.
You made me mad at myself for not being better.
I don't pay attention to this game ever.
No. I pay attention. I still suck.
I don't wake up at noon, Chad. Didn't you follow the arc where I bought the wake up light? It fixed my sleeping schedule forever, and now I just have a normal
Oh my god, fuck this level.
teenage
wake
sleep
up now?
schedule, like 9:30.
That's pretty good.
It's not early, but you know, I think it's a pretty
That's
healthy.
relatively early.
Yeah.
That's early. I mean, that's for a streamer.
Thank you. That's
That's
the nicest
so
thing
early that
anyone's
he's
ever
probably not a streamer. He's probably a YouTuber, actually.
Yeah. I still wake up at fucking 6:30.
That's what I was gonna say. Bear's been waking up at
What?
like high school time.
Why?
I can't help it. Like, no, yeah, that's the hour, the ungodly hour I have to wake up at for high school. And I would think to myself back then, no one should ever be forced to wake up this early.
Yeah.
But now it's just happening.
I'll go with it. It's not bad.
You guys are all so old.
Yeah, but it's not like a bad thing to
You'll
wake
get there
up.
too.
11 p.m.
No, it's fun. Like, I like it. It's confusing to me.
I'd like to have a good sleep schedule, but
Here's the
For
thing.
what reason, though?
When you and this is not meant to call you out, Hafu, or Rob for that matter.
But it's going to. So
Yeah, but
No, if you take offense to it, I just want you to know it's you taking offense to it, not me.
So it's a bit
When-
complaining. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Even if you have an 18-hour day and it starts at 6 a.m., I just feel like I get a lot more done than if I have an 18-hour day and it starts at noon. And I think what happens is like the rest of the real world shuts down at midnight at the latest, rendering you incapable of doing some of the things you might need to do. When you
Like
wake up at
what?
6 a.m., you gotta go to the grocery store, for example.
Okay, I don't
Go
do
to the
that.
bank.
Okay. Don't do that.
You got it.
Go on.
Post
When you
office.
wake up at like 6
Don't go to
a.m.,
that. Go
you
on.
can do so much more stuff. You know, again,
Like what?
bank, post office.
Okay,
Why are you
once
going to the
again.
bank?
We just why are you guys going to the bank?
Great.
What about
What's going on at the bank?
post
What the hell are you
office?
guys doing at the bank?
What's going on at the
I'm
post
just saying,
office?
occasionally you have to run errands.
You gotta mail stuff, or you gotta go take a check-in or something.
How often you guys mailing shit?
When, dude,
You
I'm mailing
just
shit.
take a picture of your check and it automatically deposits.
I don't trust that.
It's 2018.
Oh yeah, wait, Nick
You
doesn't
don't trust it?
any kind. He doesn't trust ATMs, Hafu.
We don't need to go into this discussion.
There's gears in the ATMs. They're gonna eat the checks.
You're not gonna eat the checks.
They do eat the check. Chat has confirmed.
Oh my
Someone has
God.
told me they've had the checks eaten in the gears.
One person said it, therefore it's a verifiable fact.
It's true.
Which chat?
You should
Then take
you
a
should
picture
use
of the check. No gears involved.
There's gears, but they're not my gears.
Can we side note?
Yeah, they're mine. And they're being ground right now.
server side
You
gears.
guys, you guys regularly interact with checks in 2018?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
and do
forced
it.
to.
I get
That's
checks.
the thing is that you can't. If you ever defend checks, people just accuse you of being 100 years old. I mail like 20 checks a year to the government. It's out of control. They
I never
checks.
want the checks. They just give them to me.
I don't get
I mean,
checks in
other
anything.
people
Rob, you don't pay
pay me in
rent.
checks, so it's not really my fault.
I did
You
like a
don't pay
sponsored
rent.
deal. I did a sponsored deal. They sent me a check. Like that's how it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I love checks. They're delicious.
Dude, I'm actually not against. I would rather deal with checks than deal with cash.
Oh,
because it's like a bill of whatever size you need.
Oh, so close.
My
Oh my
favorite's
God.
rice checks, but I like corn checks too.
Do you know they have chocolate Lucky Charms now?
What?
Yeah.
Isn't that
I want
weird?
that. Yeah.
Do they make the cardboard pieces into chocolate, or what?
Yes,
what does it
that's
do?
correct.
Okay. Yeah.
They also have
What?
Frosted
Makes
Flakes.
double.
Incredibly sugary cereal. Not enough sugar,
They,
obviously.
they have Frosted Flakes version of Lucky Charms also, where the
Yeah,
cardboard
that
pieces
one.
are that.
God.
I'm thinking like, don't do that.
I agree. I did not buy that.
You know what though? Like, if they didn't, they maybe wouldn't have to make the marshmallows made out of pure hardened sugar if they didn't make the other bits
Well,
taste like literal chocolate.
They added
yeah, but then
unicorns lately.
you guys would just buy Cookie Crisp instead then.
Cookie Crisp.
I ate Lucky Charms this morning.
I got
But
some.
how? At what time?
Oh man, yeah, good question. Probably like 7.
Dude, cancels out.
That's morning.
You are an adult.
I don't understand it.
Wake up and then sugary cereal
Adult
cancels out.
eating, Yeah.
Took the dog on like an hour-long walk after that, and then I
Adult.
read the newspaper.
Cooked the
and-
dog?
I cooked the dog.
For an hour in a walk? That's crazy.
What
It
temperature?
was tasty.
It's gonna get all tough.
Mm. That's how I like it.
Go
It's
too
slow
far.
roast. You know.
Don't
Does
make
have
fun
a
of my
wiener
chops.
dog.
You'd be tasty.
You guys
Don't
ever
you
heard of
see
the
it?
elemental moose?
Okay. Sure.
No, I
Let's
have
let's
not.
take this one first, roll. What's the
Or,
element?
What's a decor moose? I think I've heard it called also.
Sure, speak on that for a bit.
So okay, so you
God.
know how a moose and antlers in general, they get like a velvet on them when they grow in, right? When they're still like nurturing the horn,
Just gonna be honest, did not
the
know
antler.
that.
Didn't know that. Yeah, no, that's a new fact.
All right, so
I believe in antler velvet.
As antlers grow in, they have a velvet over the top of them, and as they mature, eventually the deer or moose needs to scratch its head against stuff in order to get the velvet off, because it itches them. They don't want it on there anymore. So what happens is, because a moose is much taller, its stature is like way higher than a deer. Sometimes when they'll scratch the velvet off, they'll catch a couple branches and like they'll make like almost like a nest or like a little wreath on the top of their antlers. And so people see them in the woods. They're like, is this like a nature spirit animal?
But you call it an elemental moose. So are there moose with like their antlers on fire or something?
Well, I haven't heard of that one. I haven't heard of that one, but this is just like, this is one of those like little bits of Canadian folklore I think is kind of adorable. What?
I can't be mad.
RCMP, man. I knew somebody that knew somebody. He's friends with RCMP, saw one of the elemental deers, thought it was a cool thing, told his friend about it, got back to me, and now I'm telling you because I think it's kind of cool. What's wrong with that?
I do like the term "saw one of the."
I was, and I told this story to Mouth and Justin yesterday, but I always wanted to like rebuke Canadian stereotypes, but yesterday I was riding my bike and I encountered a delay because there were a gaggle of Canadian geese crossing the road.
That's awesome.
I was pissed.
A gaggle? Is that actually what it's?
A gaggle, yeah.
That's the proper term.
Gaggle
Not
of
just geese, but also they're goslings as well. And it was really cute because they're like, they still had like the fur instead of the feathers, but they were like a little bigger. And I was like, that's like a tall baby. That's cute.
That's so cute.
How can you get mad in that moment?
You can't.
Because like after a while, I was like, I've seen him.
Oh.
You know, I get it. But like, I needed to make it back. I needed to make it back for the stream, and I was like, I'm probably not going to be late, but you're cutting into my me time now. But it was cute in the moment.
That does sound cute. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, nature's pretty cool. I like it.
Parts of it, at least, yeah.
I mean, I hate the
Some of
ticks
it's
and stuff,
fucked
but
up.
like all the nice stuff is pretty nice.
But our
We
ticks
should
and
just
animals.
like eliminate all insects on Earth.
Not all of them.
We need those,
Everyone.
Robert.
No, just like replace them with like flying squirrels or something.
Not quite how the food chain works.
I mean, that's
What would happen
correct.
if you replace every insect with flying squirrels, though?
There would be trillions of flies.
So many.
I don't
It
think
would
there's
be like
enough space on the planet.
Yeah.
The jungle would be.
They blot out the
fucked
sun.
up.
Have you ever seen when I did Cabbage Mark in Skyrim? The whole streets were flooded with cabbages. It would be like
I
that.
think
with
I remember
squirrels.
that, yeah.
Flying squirrels
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
Just tripping over them. They're flooding through.
You guys ever see like gifs of sugar gliders?
What's
Yeah,
a sugar glider?
Sugar gliders are great. I met one at my mall once, actually.
Is that a Fortnite?
No, we actually had sugar gliders in our
They're adorable.
school zoo, so I do know what they are.
They run right up your
Yeah.
leg and they'll jump from your shoulder to their friend, and they'll jump into your hand.
That's adorable.
They're great. You should look at gifs. There's like great gifs where people like hold out their hands and the sugar glider like jumps off a table and
Yep.
like flies over to
That's what
them.
they do.
Yeah.
How do you
it's
do
awesome.
this level?
Not
You
like
gotta
that.
Full power straight up. Up the ramp at the end.
I'm getting fucked on this one, honestly.
I don't
Yeah,
like-
no, you're good. You're good. As long as you don't go off the back, then just like full power up this ramp.
Boom!
School zoo.
All right, I swear it worked
Wow.
for me. I did full check and verify. Your ball is different physics. You're in the dead zone on the ramp.
Wait, I never got bit by a snake. My chat says I got bit by a snake.
That was
Why'd you
me.
get bite by a snake?
That was me at the school zoo.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, Chad, he's from Texas. Everything's bigger there. They've got zoos in their schools, and, like roller coasters.
I saw
and
a
stuff.
rattlesnake on my road. That was pretty scary, but it didn't bite me. I just saw it.
I ran one over with my bike one time.
Wow.
Oh my god!
That's horrible.
Why would
was,
you do that?
It was
your
a
bike
cottonmouth,
okay?
I believe. It was my bike okay. No, I crushed its skull, and then I picked it
Oh
up
my
and showed it to
god!
my dad.
What?
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
They're getting good at kill now.
For some reason, that sounded like the punchline of a joke, and I don't know why.
You got a gleeful chuckle out of it. It was
Yeah.
a little disconcerting, to be honest.
That's too far.
Would you guys ever eat snake?
Yes,
I have
absolutely.
eaten snake. Yeah.
I'd eat
Really?
snack.
As long as
Yeah.
it's not overcooked, because it tastes like chalk. I don't want that.
Really? I've
I didn't
wanted.
know this.
I watched a lot of Naked and Afraid.
Dude, we were also talking about Naked and Afraid yesterday. Did you know, we looked it up, here are the 4 pieces of compensation you get as a contestant on Naked
you
and
get,
Nothing?
is it $7,000 if you make it all the way, and it's like several hundred if you lose?
You get $5,000 if you win.
5.
If you make it to the end,
That's
which is like
nothing.
22
That's
days. or
it?
something. Yeah. Okay. And the other ones are great. You get round trip tickets to a mystery location, aka where the episode is being filmed, so you can perform your work in coach class. It specifically says in the contract, coach class. Then you get a 1-night stay in a hotel in advance of course, being left and moored in the wilderness with
only
one
one?
other person
God.
and no clothes. And then the 4th thing, because the 3rd one was the $5,000, is an opportunity to be in an episode of the hit show Naked and Afraid.
Oh man.
Wait, no, there's a 5th thing, and that's if you do really well, you might be in the XL recast.
They could bring you back.
Yeah.
Oh, you get another $5,000.
I don't know if the prizes are the same for XL. It's a whole different kind of show, but the same premise.
Dude, that's awful.
No,
It's
it's
one of the
sad.
most popular shows in America.
The goal isn't the money, though. They want to keep money out of it. They want
But
survivalists.
They want to keep
But
money
the
out of it.
Discovery Channel is making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but survivalists want to make a name for themselves. That's why they do it.
Yeah, but
Like,
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's like if you stream for the love of it, doesn't mean that you shouldn't get paid anything. Like you
Yeah,
should just
it's
roll
like-
over to anything, right?
They want
any-
that PSR, man. They want to raise it up over 8.
some exposure.
There's only a handful of PSRs over 8 right now, Rob, and I know you can't fathom that. What? What are you laughing at?
I don't know what a PSR
I'm
is.
laughing at
Here's
PSR.
a personal
actually.
survival
Personal
rating.
survival rating.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
Come on. Everybody knows that.
Oh gosh.
But, yeah, that sounds
It's
awful.
terrible.
Don't people like lose their jobs from like being on a show for 20+ days?
I feel like you either have to
jobs?
Don't
I was
they
gonna
lose
say,
their like everything?
Yeah,
you have
right.
to be either unemployed or a CEO to take off and be on Naked and Afraid for $5,000.
For real.
There
I
was
mean,
a
wait,
YouTuber
isn't it
that
like
did
20
it.
days?
Yeah, 20,
5 grand in
22.
20 days is not that bad.
I mean,
Right?
like, yeah.
Am I crazy?
but That's if you win, though.
Wait, you have to be
But,
naked
I
and afraid
mean,
for 20 days?
You don't go to,
21.
like,
It's 21 days.
you don't go to
That's
lose,
fucking
dude.
nuts, dude.
They've chose 21 days, so that's exactly how long it takes before not eating anything would do detrimental effects to you.
That's it's 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
Yeah. They also have they do a contestant show where it's just fans of the show go on, but it's only 14 days because they're not actually really survivalists, and usually their PSRs are like 4, which is really
I
kind of
really watch
scary.
this show a lot.
I don't know why they have that, because really, like, you shouldn't be allowed to do that if you're just a fan of the show. But
It's really not that much money to work
No, not at all.
3 weeks of 24-hour days.
That's like
True,
one
yeah.
donation on Ninja Stream.
It's like
Yeah, I
one
guess that's true.
second on Ninja Stream.
For real.
well, we're doing better than them, I guess.
I also saw one of the episodes of Naked and Afraid I saw was this dude who apparently drank 12 cups of espresso a day. Have you seen that one, Nick?
No, actually, I
The
haven't.
God.
dude went to the island and made like no effort to
God.
taper his caffeine consumption. People were like, "How you feeling?"
Holy
He's
shit.
like, feel pretty awful because I usually consume like a gram of caffeine a day, and I'm consuming 0, and it sucks really bad, and I'm stupid.
I need to see that one. Do you know what season
Yeah.
that's in?
I have no idea.
All right.
It was a chubby beard lord.
I'll find it. The headache,
Just-
oh my god, the withdrawal from the
I
caffeine.
can't even imagine. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
already
that's
get
gotta be
such a
terrible.
headache from being dehydrated literally in the first day of trekking out. I don't know how he could do that.
Actually, can you take can I get like Motrin? Can I bring that with me to the Naked and
You
Afraid
get one
shoot?
Can bring
survival
one thing.
item.
Yeah.
You can bring whatever you can fit in your ass.
Typically, they'll give you a fire starter and one person, or a machete, depending, and you generally want to bring the fire starter or the machete, whichever you didn't get, and then whatever the other item is. Some people bring like a net or like fishing wire or something like that.
Yeah, I'm taking pain medication.
Kind bar.
A single kind bar.
The strangest thing I know of that anyone's brought as their personal item is a hammock. But that actually wasn't that strange as it turns out, because you could use it as a net or use the cordage from it.
That's true.
But the lady was pretty shocked when he pulled it out.
Would you ever go on it, Nick?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I respect people that do it, but I'm not nearly knowledgeable
Do you think you
enough. I would probably make it about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't make it for like a minute.
My PSR is probably like 3.
If you're gonna leave, you should
Probably
really
negative.
leave like as soon as you get there.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't get the parasites.
Well, rather than wasting any time in agony, wouldn't you rather just be like, "Thanks for the flight"?
But your PSR is gonna go down, man.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
true.
have a legendarily low PSR.
Well-
No doubt about that. Hoob Hoobenson in chat, I have to call out.
Hoob Hoobenson?
Hoob Hoobenson is saying,
It's a great
stop
name.
propagating the myth that you'll die if you don't drink water in 3 days. I regularly go 4 days and more without drinking, and
Don't do
I'm
that.
fine.
Well, not everyone's a camel.
though.
That's
Yeah,
not.
why would
You big dumb idiot. Drink
Yeah,
water.
why are you
In a-
doing that?
in a sand dune in the Sahara Desert or something? Like,
You have a computer.
doing?
You probably have access to clean drinking water, I assume,
you're
right?
a sub.
Yes, stop
And
paying for the
also,
sub. Buy
how
some
you,
water.
Buy some water, man.
Well, I mean, okay, but does he
Oh,
think
no.
that like, well, I'm not drinking water, so I don't have to drink water every day, and he's like drinking like soda because like it has water in it, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that
Consuming
you
liquid.
eat that have water in it too.
Yeah, like you're
And
consuming.
What do
consuming
we
water.
have to gain by knocking down this quote-unquote myth
really
exactly?
I'm gonna need you to respond.
I just don't want anybody in my chat to die because they read that comment. It's a form of fasting. Shit, that means we can't talk about it because
All right.
it could be for religious reasons.
Hmm.
You're lucky,
Not
mister.
consuming water is a religious reason.
You're lucky.
Yeah, but that's still like.
If
Wait.
it weren't for the Charter of Human
What
Rights,
religion?
I'd be all up in that ass.
No, what religion?
Actually, what religion?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Oh, GG.
Close.
One off.
Good game. Oh.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
you
What?
Waiting with bated breath.
I am waiting with bated breath.
Yeah.
I'm curious too. Like just always you're not allowed water? Or like you know, once a year kind of thing.
Do you not allow
Fasting.
yourself the water, or? My religion is DAE atheism. You know what? I'm cutting this thread.
All right.
You've dominated enough of the airtime with your pseudoscientific mumbo jumbo. You live your life, that's fine.
You leave that to us.
Yeah, exactly.
No water during sunlight during Ramadan.
That's
Oh,
correct.
it's during sunlight. Yeah, you can drink it at night then, that sounds like.
It's because the sun dries up all the water? I don't get it.
No, it's a test of your faith, Austin. I actually think fasting is like something. I mean, I never do it.
I think it's good
Yeah.
for you, right?
Even if it isn't, I think psychologically, if like once a year you went 24 hours without any food, and
Yeah.
then the next day, you know, you'd appreciate the food you were eating a little bit more.
Everything I learned about fasting, I learned from Sonic.
Okay, all right.
The restaurant or the character?
Took me a second, but then I got there. Yeah, that's
You
very.
get one meal at Sonic and you really want to fast after that.
Yeah.
Like we had
Sorry.
this thing. I think it was worldwide, but it was in Canada as well because we're part of that group. And it's called the 30-hour famine. And it was like in Ontario high schools, at least when I was there, you had to do 40 hours of community service in order to get your high school diploma. So everybody that had a brain in their skull did the 30-hour famine because you got 30 hours of volunteer work for it.
Yeah.
All you had to do was
Oh.
sit around with your friends, play video games, and not eat pizza. So,
But could you wait? How did they know that you didn't eat though?
because we had to stay over like at the gym.
Oh, I thought maybe
Like,
the parents just signed or something.
But
You would like go to school, you would eat lunch, and then after that lunch, you wouldn't eat. And when school ended, you stayed there overnight, and then like the next afternoon, they ordered pizzas for everybody.
That sounds
That's
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
In theory, I suppose you could be like sneaking granola bars,
like-
or handfuls of peanuts, but like it's all the school administration doesn't care. It's not like it's a crime. They're just
No, I know.
it's
Why
a fundraiser.
Why wouldn't you do that though?
Well, because it was like a bonding experience to go
Yeah,
through
little-
this stress with your friends, like Michael A. L. Fox, for example.
I used to fast
He definitely ate.
accidentally.
He definitely ate something.
didn't eat. He didn't
Oh no, he lied to you.
No, he didn't.
That man loves food.
So do I.
Who do you think likes food more, though?
Out of all of us,
Out of all of us, yeah.
I'd say probably Rob, because he's the one that talks about it the most.
And there's also a pretty obvious reason for that too.
I
What?
really like food, but I don't like go out of my way to make good.
Yeah.
So I think Rob does win in that respect.
I do
There's
go out
like
of
an
my way.
empirical reason why you like food more? What do you mean?
He doesn't
if I
want to have to make the obvious joke is that Rob is the largest out of all of the
Yes.
LSS crew members, but he doesn't want to have to say it, and then you
Oh.
ask him the clarification question puts him on the spot. So I had to fall on that grenade instead.
I think he has the largest personality out of all of us for sure, but
Very
that's
true.
that's all I would think.
I'm a thick one.
Don't be mean to Rob.
What are you talking about,
Ryan.
That's so.
Why are you saying this stuff, Ryan? Sorry, Rob. I made that awkward.
I don't care.
I mean, I really like food too.
I really like food.
You really
It
like
doesn't look
ordering
like you
food.
like food, to be honest.
I don't, but like, man, I fucking love food.
Yeah, I think you like food the least, honestly.
Yeah, it really looks like you don't.
Does
Not
anyone
because of-
else just eat at airports? I feel like. every
Wait,
time I
like you
travel-
go to the airport and then eat?
I feel like if I'm traveling, I just nonstop eat. Like I just start as soon as I hit the airport, I'm already like fiending for the next thing to eat, and then I'm like, oh, like I'll order a meal and then order leftovers and snacks for the plane. And
Yeah.
then get to the next airport.
should-
and
Did you
I
say you
wait.
order leftovers?
I wanted to
Oh,
ask.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a discount, you know, just whoever doesn't finish their plate, you know.
Just sit at the. You don't even need to pay for it. Just sit at the garbage can and wait.
Go to a dump show.
Yeah. I'm with you, actually. Like, and I have this conversation with Kate every time. If we're flying someplace where there's like a meal or two meals on the plane, I need those meals to be doubled. Like, I'm starving every time I travel, even though I'm doing nothing except sitting down and watching movies.
I'm not starving. I just like, I don't know, I'm bored. I'm like, oh, nothing to do. I guess I'll eat.
I
kinda
will.
like that.
I will
Yeah,
always
like
get a
that.
meal at the airport because I go to the airport stupidly early and have to sit and wait for 2 hours every time.
I hate going early. I hate sitting there.
I completely agree with you.
I
Honestly.
love
And then
sitting
I'm
at the
always
airport.
stressed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
And
that's
I'm
like the,
Running.
that's one of the least stressful times ever for me is sitting at that airport because
I
it's like
know.
I'm not.
The earlier you get, the less
I
stressful.
feel
already
no
there.
responsibility
I-
to do anything because I'm not near any of the work. You know, it's
If
like
I
I'm
had a
free.
choice, I would show up 5 minutes before the plane boards. That's,
Yeah,
that's
but
what
it's
I-
But
stressful. I
everyone would
do
know.
it.
That's the point, though.
The
Yeah.
philosophy
It's
there
so
makes me so
stressful.
mad because you're not doing anything important with your time that you're not spending at the airport.
How do you know?
That's a
You
good
don't know
point.
that.
She's
Because
right.
it's Rob.
Usually I scream, right?
If somebody's like, you know, oh, sorry, I don't like to be at the airport early. I'd be like, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a cardiac surgeon. I'm on call right now. Extremely fair. If you're like, oh, I want an extra 15 minutes of sleep, just go to the airport. You can nap at the airport.
Oh, but I don't want to pack. I pack like super last minute, and it's always stressful when I go. And I know it's stupid, but it's just how it happens. And this
I
time,
would-
actually, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go. You're still gone.
Oh, I just said David insisted we would go early, and the Uber driver like went the complete opposite way, went the wrong
Oh,
terminal. and
that's
it
why
was
you
like
go early.
30 minutes late. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I'm not stressed out at all. This is so weird. Usually I'd be so upset.
This is what us early people
I
have
know, I
been
know.
trying
I
to
think you're
convey
right.
to late
I
people
think you're
forever.
right. You're right. I know procrastinating is a terrible habit, but I
The
can't
thing
help
is,
it.
when you procrastinate, you don't gain anything.
I know.
You just extend the period where you have this thing hanging over your head instead of just
Oh my
knocking it
God.
out and enjoing the freedom that comes with
You're
being
gonna be a
early.
great parent.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Good advice.
Oh God.
When I went to the airport for my California trip last year, I got there like 2 hours early, and I had someone else drive me there because it just was easier. And the second I sat down, the flight was delayed for 8 hours because of the wildfires. So I had to sit there for roughly 8.5 to 9 hours waiting for my plane.
I would have just gone home.
Yeah, I would have left.
I was driven there, and that person went to work.
Uber
So
home, man.
I'm already at the airport. And I had my laptop.
Oh my god.
I opened up my laptop and did a Reddit AMA and answered like 600 questions for 8 hours.
Well, that's productive.
That's really productive. But you could have done that in bed. Now think about that.
Very good point. Yeah.
What is the longest time you've ever spent at an airport?
Several hours.
Overnight?
I think it was like 10 or 12 hours when I was waiting for Lynn, and then her flight got canceled, so then I got to drive home.
Aww.
Yeah, it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. I think probably until 2 in the morning, and then I finally had to go home because it was canceled. And they put her up in a hotel. It sucked.
Is it weird that I kind of want to stay overnight at an airport?
No,
I've always
it's weird.
wanted
It's
to.
terrible.
It's highly weird.
It's because you saw the terminal.
That's we coming back from PAX East last year. We got stuck in Minnesota because
Minnesota.
no,
Minnesota, huh?
They were like, "Hey, call this number." We called the number, and they're like, "Yeah, we're out of like rewards." So, like, but they were like, "By the way, like, if you want, just come by the office. We'll give you like a pillow and a sleeping bag, and you can sleep on the floor of the Minneapolis airport." And I was like, "How about I just get a hotel room instead? I don't want to sleep next to the freaking Sparrow." Neon lights haunt my dreams.
Dude, they're out of rewards? That's like running out of digital Steam codes. What the fuck
I was
does that even mean?
I was
I was
pretty
gonna
pissed.
make that joke actually.
I was pretty pissed, but I was also very tired. So I was like, you know what? I'll just hop into an Uber and go to a hotel.
Yeah. How was the hotel?
It was fine.
I was reading on the NFL news that the Minnesota Vikings are going to host like an LGBT summit for like gay athletes, which is pretty cool.
Looks like I gotta find a new team then.
But the thing that was funny about it is that I found out that Minnesota was named the gayest state in the union.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
What's so gay about Minnesota?
California. What happened?
I thought you guys had that on lock.
You had it locked down.
They priced out gay people.
I want an answer to Austin's question. What is so gay about
Yeah.
Minnesota? Minnesota, what makes you so gay?
I've known like 3 people from Minnesota. They were very not gay.
They were so straight.
They were super straight.
The straightest people you've ever
Who's
seen.
the straightest person on the NLSS?
Ryan.
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan.
I think Ryan would flog himself if he thought about it.
It's okay.
I haven't seen his back and shoulders. I haven't seen them.
I'm not homophobic. I'm just straight.
Yeah.
And plus, it's probably Dan.
It's probably actually Dan.
It's probably Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, that's a
He
good
wears a
point.
cross.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Super
What
straight.
makes someone more straight than someone else?
If you wear a cross, you're really straight.
Yeah.
What's a cross?
You know, like a crucifix.
What's a cross?
Okay. Like okay, I understand. All right. So, I was thinking it had a different meaning. But...
He's always talking about Irish pizza and Swedish pizza, and then my girlfriend was like, "How's that frozen pizza now that you got 2 kids?" And he like shot back with a response. I didn't expect it.
That line was extremely good, by the way.
Yeah. She tried it out on me. And I was like, thumbs up.
But she tried eating you out?
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Yeah, you should try it.
Like a snack.
Wait.
Like
Wait,
a snack.
What? Did that one fly by me really quick?
Yeah, what?
Fly by night away from here.
It's a good song.
Elise and I will vet tweets with each other too. We gotta
Yeah.
make sure that they're on point.
Nice.
Hafu
Yeah.
or Rob probably the gayest? What do you think, Rob?
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say.
Austin, would you care to?
I just read that.
No, not you. Just someone in chat. Whoever said
I'm a
that.
little angry at that.
I don't know. I guess I don't.
I'm just saying, someone's clearly behind the times.
Yeah.
I think a little bit.
Gotta
on
keep
the-
up with your Reddit, guys.
Ah man, this plant is cool. I didn't even ever look at it.
Oh, It's not
Rob?
cool. It's scary.
Rob is obviously
The
not
same
gay.
word.
He's just confused. Because he said
I'm not
he would
homophobic.
let David Tennant fuck him in the ass, but if he sees the penis in a locker room, he's offended. As we found out last week.
If I saw David Tennant in a locker room, he could swing that dong around wherever he wants. I'm just saying.
Is that gay?
Super gay.
Yeah, it's like
Sounds
very
gay.
gay. Yeah, it's extremely gay. Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
like-
I just like people. But I've never dated a girl, but I think I would.
Yeah.
I would too.
Girls are pretty
But just-
cool.
I'm into him. Yeah.
But it's just that I play games, and most people who play games are guys.
Well, games aren't like a sex though.
Yeah,
They're
but
pretty
I
gay.
mean, but it's like what I
They're
care
pretty
about.
gay. You're right. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. It's a good point.
Yeah, dating girls
We
is
are
awesome.
all gamers.
I don't know. Like
gamers. Yeah.
I just don't find male characteristics attractive. Like
But you just said you
hair
would fuck
and
that guy.
Yeah, you just said you want a dong swinging around your face, Rob.
I mean, all right.
But you do like it.
Admittedly, mostly a joke about the David Tennant thing. But he's a very
Mostly,
handsome man.
but you
Mostly.
said mostly.
Well, he's a very handsome man.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know what would happen if me and David Tennant got.
It's the accent. It's got to be the accent.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's me, David Tennant.
Oi!
I've heard your responses about me, Robert.
He's a British hillbilly.
Is he Scottish?
I think he is Scottish.
He is
yeah.
Scottish, right? Yeah.
He's definitely Scottish.
Yeah, Ryan, stop! You're turning me on right now. Too much. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that part. There we go. Well, so which guy would you let fuck you in the ass?
Ryan.
See, I know I'm straight because when I see like a handsome-looking dude, I don't get like I don't go, oh, that guy's hot. I get mad. I go, oh, that guy's hotter than me. I'm like, that's not fair.
It's
Save
not
some for the.
fair.
Why isn't it fair?
Well, I mean, you know, he's been working for it probably, but like we should socialize the hotness. Everyone should be equally hot.
So okay, so you're a socialist when it comes to attractiveness.
Well, I'm a socialist when I'm like below average in a specific category, and everything
see.
being equalized would help me out a great deal.
I see. Yeah.
You're just a terrible person.
I'm getting swatted here. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
things, man.
He's back.
Rob, what
Oh.
about Benedict Cumberbatch? Would you let
looks
him
like an
cumber in
alien.
your batch?
Or come in your bumper batch.
Bumberbatch?
Let's just say Benedict Cumberbatch looked more human when he was playing Smog.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Deep dig, dude. Holy shit. Wait, wait.
So that's a no then.
We just wanted to know if you'd let him, yeah, I mean,
Just let him fur.
let him fur you.
how about Ryan Reynolds?
He's very funny.
You know he's from Vancouver.
It's like,
I didn't
here's
know
the
that,
thing.
yeah.
Oh my god. You know everyone who's from Vancouver.
His Twitter handle is
His Twitter handle's Van City.
That's probably the
Reynolds.
one
Yeah.
Follow him on Twitter?
No, of course not.
What the fuck?
He's got like 11
intellectual.
million
How do you know
followers.
that,
Everybody knows who Van City Reynolds is.
I'm part of the discourse.
I bet you if there's one male thing Ryan's attracted to, it's being from Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's like definitely abs. Because it's
Really?
it's discipline is what it is. Is when I see someone with abs, I'm like, that person's got their life under.
You're not even attracted to the characteristic. You're attracted to the
No, I'm
person.
not attracted to 6 bumpy pieces
Oh.
of flesh on someone's stomach. I'm attracted to the mind that created it.
Fat sacks of milk on the front of women, though, right? Yeah, that's much more normal.
Look, but I don't have any control over that. It's just in the genes.
Oh, I know what's in the jeans.
Yeah.
David Tennant's Dom.
They made this. Redfall was telling me that there's this belt that you can wear, and it works out for you, and it like gets you a 6-pack.
Oh, that's the electrocutes your ab belt, isn't it? Me and Rob have been talking about that for like 10 years.
Oh, wait, really?
Oh,
Doesn't work.
Okay, okay. don't know. What are you
We
talking
did a
about?
whole magic episode about the belt that electrocutes your abs.
So innocent, Hafu.
What? Grandpa just told me about it like last week.
Did he show you his abs?
No, I said if it works, let me know and I'll buy one.
Yeah, okay. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on that.
Yeah, until when it works, then I'll buy one.
That one you're gonna give benefit of the doubt, but if somebody says, "Yeah, I got
Well,
food poisoning," you're
It's
like,
mostly because
It didn't work
I'm
out
not
for it,
sure.
it's because it's another streamer, and I don't want to,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
affront somebody I've never met before who could be a business partner in the future. You never know.
Do you think there's like ab creep the way there's degree creep? Like maybe a 6-pack in 5 years with inflation will be an 8-pack?
I actually think there's deflation.
Oh my god, so a 6-pack turns into a 4-pack?
Well, what I was thinking was like if I was 16 and I saw somebody with a 6-pack, I'm like, yeah, call me when it's an 8-pack. It's not that hard. Now that I'm 29, if I see somebody with a 2-pack, I'm like, damn, dude, what do you eat?
Can you do a 2-pack?
All I wanted was a 1-pack when I was younger. I was
You
just
have a
like,
2-pack,
if I can just get one of the
Just like a
6, I'd be fine.
Strong diaphragm.
Yeah.
Well, if you have like that central line thing, it's kind of like a 2-pack, right? Like it's split.
Yeah, a little bit.
That splits you right up the middle, yeah. I thought you could just have the top 2 as well.
Yeah,
No,
you
the
kind of can, right?
central line kind of looks like, at the end of Aliens when Bishop gets cut in half? I worry that that makes it easier, like a perforation, that if like a mother alien ever got a hold of me, I'd split in half too easily.
That's true.
That's probably would happen, yeah.
I want that sexy V that goes down to my junk.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, the cut along your
two hip
hips.
lines, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What exercise do you do for that?
You just
To get the
crunch a lot, I
Vs.
think.
You just
No,
whittle away at your
lot
hips
of
with a
sex.
stick and a... Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? This is a good little NLSS topic. What is the thing that you could get from working out that you most want?
I mean, abs, definitely.
Like a longer
Tons
lifespan?
of sex.
Yeah, like health. Putting myself at a lower risk factor for just about every disease on
Thanks, Dad.
Earth. No, I want big male chest breasts. Sit up there and I can walk around.
Dude, it's a snowball effect. You get ripped, right? And then you have tons of sex, and that reduces your risk for diseases
There you
because you're
go,
getting lots of
yeah.
exercise.
Yeah.
Increase your stamina.
Yeah.
And while you have sex, you eat dark chocolate and drink wine. And you're,
Well, we'll be back in 3 minutes. Hafu, are you going to stick around for
No.
Jackbox?
Thanks
All
for
right.
See you
Thanks for being
Monday.
here.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll be back in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
She had negative delay on that nope. It was like she answered before.
She was like immediately ready for it.
I'm out. Well, now that she's gone, we can really talk about the risque stuff. So
Right.
that's good.
We've been avoiding it this whole hour.
Right? Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna take off the kid gloves.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad, how you doing? It's time to get sultry.
What
Yeah, it's a
Jackbox are we
running.
playing?
Soul Train. How about that? That's it.
Only the paying members can hear us now. Oh yeah, he didn't let her pimp her channel.
What a
Wow,
piece of shit.
what an asshole.
Garbage man. Wonder what channel she is.
Apparently it's. But yeah, abs would be pretty good. I'm with you, Bear.
Yeah.
Did you use them for anything, or you just like to look at them?
I just like to look at 'em.
Hey, you could. Some people can open a beer bottle in their abs.
That's pretty practical.
Well, when I said use them for anything, that's not really what I had in mind, but I know what you
did you have
mean.
in mind?
Like, would you like lift things? Would you
Would I
cut
lift things with my
trees?
abs?
No, like using the muscles that are associated with all of those
Oh
groups.
yeah, no. Honestly, like it's probably a good thing that I am not physically fit, because I would definitely be that asshole guy who wears like shirts that are way too tight or just no shirt at all in the summertime at all times.
I've been seeing Go ahead, please.
I want to be that guy just because, like, I go outside and I want to take my shirt off because it's more comfortable. It feels better to have, like, the sun on your body.
You say so.
I disagree.
I mean, if I was ripped, I would pretty much not wear shirts. Like, that's just how I would live my life.
Just showing off.
I knew a dude in high school that got into MMA and bodybuilding, and he was nothing, spectacular before high school body-wise, but then he got fucking ripped.
Oh, his 8th grade body wasn't spectacular.
I'm saying he drastically improved his physical stature after high school, and it was wild because I didn't even recognize him. He lost so much weight, and then he became a fearsome warrior. So I think when you get ripped, you gotta fight.
Dude, when I was like, I already know that what I just said wasn't even really a joke. It was only like partly a joke, because when I used to work out in like high school and college, like I actually had some like pretty big arms. So I would purposely have shirts that the sleeves were just kind of a little too small, so it looked like I was like bulging my arms out at all times.
That guy, by the way, was wrong.
Smiling photos? Jeez, you know.
This is why. This is where that comes from. I already know I'm a narcissist. I'm gonna get big arms again.
It is nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I mean, mine aren't big, but I like my arms.
People could break chairs over your back. That'd be exciting, right?
Yeah.
I want to wear like, sorry, that was the kind bar talking. I want to wear like an inversion of the way that outfits normally are. I want to wear a sweater at all times and then short shorts.
Okay.
Like hardly even shorts, like a thin layer of fabric.
Dude,
So
calves and quads, totally fine with. Everything above the waist and even some of the stuff below the waist, but that would be covered by the shorts. Nobody needs to see that. Cover it up.
How you glutes doing?
Oh, dude, pretty good. Thanks to the biking, honestly.
Nice.
Yeah. Doing any squats, getting a thick butt?
Absolutely not.
Has your
tough, man. Squat. I hated doing squats.
I need to do more.
Has your boy put on the turtleneck again? I hope not.
He has not, actually.
Thank goodness.
I'm a little self-conscious because we went to get a couples massage a little while back, and my wife told me that, well, she used to work at this place, so she's friends with the massage therapist. And my wife told me that she said, "Don't tell him I told you this, but he has no butt." Like none. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I always knew it was little, but I didn't know it didn't exist. That's news to me.
I've been told I have a nice guy butt.
Yeah?
I've been told that.
A nice guy butt.
I don't know what it means, to be totally honest with you, but apparently, yes.
How are NL's knees?
They're better, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, because you hurt the one after running, right? So now biking, I might think, aggravates it again.
Surprisingly, I think that my body has finally worked that injury out.
Oh,
I think all those bad cells are gone, finally.
Great.
Yeah, it's good news. Now I'm probably going to tweak it tonight.
Well,
come back tomorrow and be like, nah, it turns out.
No, I know you guys wanted me to make a joke about the Gila Monster movie, but like I just was curious about his actual knee health.
Knees up.
We had a thing about knees up because this guy kept putting his knees up on stuff when he'd deliver lines in this movie.
Just nonstop.
It was like 20 times he put his knees up.
Yeah, he just had to show off his knees to people.
You got a password?
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
Right.
You guys want to like get ripped?
Yeah, totally. You want to do it?
You want to do like this year? Just like have a year where the NLSS tries to get like really ripped.
We can't though.
Why?
It's not January.
No, we should do it now to be like ahead of 2019.
Final tournament of shame. We beat the shit out of each other in the last one.
Let's just
Jacked,
get jacked this year.
Yeah, fuck it.
I think that would be kind of fun if we're all just like trying to get as jacked as possible.
I bet I can get more jacked than you motherfuckers.
Is it BMI? What are we using to metric?
Hell no! Shirtless photos.
Shirtless photos. Yeah.
Do we each choose a pose?
Yeah,
I think
the
so.
3 major poses.
The
chest
down
front,
arms, up arms, and whatever the other one. Okay.
You got to show off the back lat spread.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you guys like which direction you can find the beach. You know that. You know that pose.
Oh, I know that pose. The one arm up and the other pointing. Yeah.
That way or that way, or it could be
This way.
Who can grunt the best?
The beach is over there.
I don't like that voice a lot.
This is my Jack voice, and if you got a problem, you can pound sand, nerd.
Every year we got to try out a different thing. Last year we decided to become major rappers in the game, and now we're going to be bodybuilders.
I'm still trying to do that.
But how funny would that be if we were all just like jacked as fuck by the end?
It would be fucking weird, man.
Just like ripped out of our minds.
All of us finally pose together.
I'm going on a sick test stack tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Anal injections of hormones.
That sounds good.
Which one's marijuana and which one is steroids? Because one of them is droll, and I don't want to accidentally, ruin my diet when I'm trying to, up my testosterone count.
Wait, what are you asking?
Where can I buy steroids?
Oh, CVS.
You can get like HGH is legal, right? Like you can get that,
Hell
which is
no.
actually, that's deer antler, like serum or something.
Well, wait, is it the elemental deer antler serum?
Yeah,
No.
it's the elemental deer. It's
No.
deer antler velvet.
You didn't understand. The deer can't ever be elemental because of their physical stature. The moose is much taller, which means sometimes the antlers get caught up in the bottom lower branches of the tree. The deer can't reach that. But good try on the joke, Austin. Good try.
HGH is not legal, is it?
Yeah, I think it's legal. I think it's
No,
legal.
it's not. No, HGH is human growth hormone. No, it's like literally why steroids are banned. I thought.
legal. Well, steroids.
You've seen a bunch of people walking around with like Barry Bonds-sized heads. I think if HGH
you just need a
is legal.
prescription for it, don't you?
While HGH supplements are not, however, while it is legal in most countries, it is regulated.
Okay.
So you can get like a prescription of HGH, I guess, but that's the same as steroids, I suppose. You get like a steroid prescription.
Yeah.
What's the Mona Lisa smiling about? She's getting eaten out, or she high F?
She high af.
She high F.
It's af, not F.
She's high
high
in the
F.
aft.
It does give you Ninja Turtle abs. It's true.
Those turtles are fucking ripped.
HGH gives you like that abdominal swell, and then your abs go over top of it like a balloon. So you're like, man, you're like a jacked Ninja Turtle.
Apparently, all you got to do to get that body is smoke cocaine or do cocaine,
Smoke
or whatever the hell you do with it.
Smoke
Doesn't that make me a better person that I don't understand drugs to
Yeah, I
that
don't know.
degree? Right? Come on, give me a little credit there.
I've just seen movies. I never smoked any cocaine.
The name of that cheese shop you're gonna open someday. Fromunda or Michael A. L. Fox's Cheese Emporium.
What do you?
I
My
am gonna
dad?
do that.
I still voted for Fromunda.
Oh, you saved me from a Quiplash at least.
That's good.
Got a cheese and it's named from Munda.
Nobody in
talking
this call
about
is saying
mulch.
smoke cocaine. You just nanny state. Don't smoke drugs that punch holes in your brain. Yeah, whatever.
Actually, instead of getting ripped, you guys just want to get addicted to drugs this year.
That's 2019.
Yeah, let's save it for the decline.
Yeah.
When we realize we'll never be in as good peak physical shape as we were in 2018.
We'll do a live NLSS on acid. That'll be great.
We'll do one?
What does this will do? What, I don't get it. What am I missing now? We'll do it.
Implying that we haven't already been on acid for every single episode of the show.
I see.
Yeah, I dropped like 4 tabs earlier, so I mean,
As you can tell from my personality, I love taking hallucinogens.
Yeah.
I definitely do not
Yeah.
think it's stupid as hell.
Ryan's real big on giving up control over his general autonomy.
Yeah, I totally think like ego death is like a real thing, and then after you do them, you genuinely feel closer to the people.
Tell me
around
about
you.
the spirit molecule.
4 out of 5 dentists agree you should never listen to the 5th dentist, or you should never eat ice.
nice.
I applaud you guys for staying so coherent on acid. Thanks. It's tough.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot
Most of you look like you're melting.
Well, that one guy pitched a no-hitter on acid.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the 70s, so probably all the batters were on Quaaludes.
Hey, Bear, could you vote?
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I was looking up Pirates pitcher Doc Ellis.
I'm looking up Quaaludes.
In the next big sports scandal, we'll find out that NL is trying to buy steroids to get ripped, or Tom Brady kisses his son not long enough.
Yeah, it's a poorly written headline.
Is Tom Brady kissing his son enough? Tucker Carlson tells us why. I don't know anything about American media.
I mean, you pretty much.
He wears the bow tie sometimes. I remember.
How much is a physical trainer? Or a personal trainer?
Are
like...
trainers even physical?
Oh, here we go.
Personal trainer.
I still got to talk to Dan about that one. That one's just.
It makes me very mad.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever convince him?
I don't know, but like 5% of chat is on his side. They're like, in Dan's defense, helium isn't physical.
Oh my
It isn't.
god. Oh Jesus.
Bear, how much was your couple's massage, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it was like 150.
That's not crazy. It was like a half an hour.
I think it was 45, right?
You know, you could have just picked one of the two options.
No, I can't. I can't. It was
Instead of
exactly
making me look
split
like
down
an
the middle.
idiot in front of my cat, not knowing the proper delineations for massage lengths.
Any opportunity I get.
Is there really like? There's a debate about gases being physical.
No,
right now?
it's not a
Like,
real debate. It's like the it's like the vaccine debate. It's just the
Oh, dude.
well-meaning people and a few idiots.
Oh man.
Oh man, it's just.
Oh. Can we just like? I know, like people are
light
against...
physical. No, there's a question.
Nah, well, it's a particle as well as a wave, so it must be physical.
I know that there's like, controversy about talking about euthanasia, but can we just like euthanize the anti-vax parents?
Well, as long as you don't use a needle.
Wow.
Bravo.
A bad place to skinny dip. Baptismal font or the acid that turned Jack Nicholson into joke?
Into joke. Who out of the group of us would know to call it a baptismal font? I'm guessing.
Oh, fuck you.
You and Bear.
Dude, I saw this gif of someone doing a baptism, and the dude is like dunking the baby as hard as you could.
Oh, babies deserve to get dunked. You know how much they cry?
So much. Yeah.
And then it linked to that other older video. I don't know if you guys ever seen where the lady's doing like something called like baby yoga, where she's just like twisting the baby around and flinging it around like it's a cheerleading baton.
Oh man,
it's horrifying.
A terrible name to have if you're running for public office. Tick Drickle or not applicable.
Is that not applicable?
That would be really hard for forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would not be a bad name in public office. It'd just be a bad name in real life.
Well, if you're trying to vote for not applicable.
Imagine your name is just not. Well, some of us might be able to imagine it.
Was it on this show where I said like 16 out of 20 Vancouver city councilors have last names from A to D, and then one of the councilors who has a name that's like Zed was like, hey, can we I want to pass a motion to like make the ballots not alphabetical, because I got a sneaking suspicion that a lot of the population is really dumb and they just vote for the first 4 letters, and they voted it down.
Oh, no. So good. I did read that. Yeah.
Big alphabet asserting their dominance again.
Aaron Aronson said it was a terrible idea. The worst ringtone for a cell phone. Man yells Ketchum Dairy over and over, or bleeding goats.
I would want bleeding goats.
Bleating.
Can you hear the blood rushing out of their arteries? Arteries?
Arterials?
Like a race in
Like a Warhammer 40k race or something?
Yeah, it's like a race in
I don't
Battlestar
know,
Galactica.
my brain wanted to say
It's like a race in
arterial
Star Trek.
sclerosis for some reason, and it just kind of
The race in
started.
Star Wars?
It would have been a much different movie if instead of phone home, E.T. kept saying bone mo or flush me, Jay, flush me.
Bone Mo is pretty high quality.
I'm never not going to vote for Flush Me, Jay, Flush Me. It's probably my favorite part.
There, I got my prime demographic, which is Rob.
Yeah, that'll always get me.
How's your heart, Rob? Is it still burning on fire?
No, it's good now. I didn't eat,
No more cocoa?
chocolate recently.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a literal fire burning inside of your abdomen.
Dude, it's so funny that people think heartburn is actually your heart being on fire.
It's not.
ridiculous.
Just put it out.
A great gag gift would be an exploding gag or an exploding ball gag.
God damn it.
That's pretty good.
Great minds think alike.
I'm going to lose with a more specific answer, unfortunately.
That sounds like a saw device. Like if you don't
Exploding ball gag?
suck the key out of your eye hole, like the ball gag explodes and takes your head into 3 pieces.
Nah.
Dude, you want to see some Saw shit? Watch Evil Genius on Netflix, man. The 5-part documentary series making me question all of my neighbors.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
There's a backstory to this.
It's about the dude that, like, 12 years ago, he robbed a bank with this collar bomb around his neck.
Wow.
And he was like, hey, somebody put this bomb around my neck, and, like, I'd really like you to take it off of me.
Was
and
it
they were
8
like,
shotgun
hold
shells?
up, buddy, hold up. And then he just blew up. And then it's about, like, you know,
Oof.
forgive the wordplay, but picking up the pieces.
Oof.
Oh.
Ugh.
Some things shouldn't be jokes.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet. That's not spoilers. That's like
I mean, you
10
know what
minutes into
happens at the end.
That's
yeah.
10 minutes into episode 1. It's like making a murderer thing. It's like a true crime, like
Yeah.
S-Town sort of deal. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby. That's nice.
There's a trailer for another movie that came out recently.
Black Klansman.
Yeah,
You're
no,
gonna say Black
I brought
Clam.
that up. Black Klansman looks really good, though.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks like a return to form for Spike Lee, which I'm very happy about.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's the one. Yes,
The Freddy
that's what I was
Krueger
thinking.
documentary.
That's right, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, that's the one.
What Chewbacca has really been yelling all these years. Horribly racist shit. Solo, coming to theaters on May 25th. I'm so fucking hot. Jesus Christ, kill me. Ah! I was trying to do like a little Chewbacca impression, but,
Yeah.
or just shut up.
Dude, just shut up.
I like the idea that Chewbacca is just like really cynical and just kind of a douchebag. Actually, the
I
whole
like
time.
that he's been retconned into promoting the new movie he didn't know was going to be getting promoted.
You guys gonna go see Solo, a Star Wars movie?
We'll see.
It has like a 75.
When's it on
or something.
Netflix?
Does
The
it?
buzz was pretty positive.
I mean, Jess is coming in June, so I'm gonna, like, in many ways. But so I'm probably gonna force her to see it with me. So
Just try to avoid the spoilers.
I don't.
You know, you want to, like, if you don't want to be walking out of the theater and someone's like, I hated it when Han Solo died. And you're like, oh, come on, man. I was just going to see that.
I just hope that movie doesn't have like 4 different scenes of like, this is how Han Solo got his gun. This is how Han Solo got his vest.
Right, every
this is
individual.
How Han Solo.
Yeah.
Right.
This is where he got that 3D chessboard from A New Hope.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. 40% chance is probably what's exactly the whole movie is.
Yeah, it probably is.
Someone in chat said people will only watch it to see Donald Glover, and you know what? That's 100% what it is right now. And they're gonna make another Solo movie with him too, because they know he's the selling point.
Rob,
They should just make a Lando movie. Yeah, hell yeah, Rack Attack.
Dude, what do you think the odds are? And this is sight unseen, that at some point he meets an actual Nerf herder. And then they have a scene where he goes.
It probably opens with it. That's probably what it is.
Huh? That's
Fucking nerfs.
Sounds exactly like Jim Carrey's big gulp scene.
He's
from
probably gonna say that they look scruffy looking at some point.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Rob, do you know how old Han was when he invented the Solo Cup?
That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I'll probably see it. I'm basically a sucker.
I'm playing a big gamble.
Like, I wasn't really. I was like 30% hyped for Deadpool 2. I was like, that's a budget movie theater thing. And then reviews came out, and I was like, opening night. Gotta be there. Wouldn't miss
My
it for
friend's
the
in
world.
that.
I know. Zazie
Yeah.
Beetz.
Mm-hmm. I hope she has a big role in it.
You still talk to her?
No.
You should send her a Facebook message like tonight, before Friday, for sure.
Yeah.
And be like, hey.
Dude, like, so, you know, I have a couple of friends who became famous, right? In like film and
Oh, we've
stuff.
heard, Rob.
No, but the thing is, like, if you go to their Facebook pages, it's all just like people that never really talk to them.
Yeah.
Just being like, hey, I saw you in this thing. It's so good that you're just like, I'm sure they're inundated with that. You know?
The worst thing to say when trying to adopt a pet, this one looks delicious, or how long does it take to cook?
Oh wow.
Both the same
bad.
area.
Yep.
Demented minds think alike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of it.
What are the chances Solo's all about how fast Han can make the Kessel Run? That's like, it's actually about the Kessel Run.
Yeah.
isn't
How
it?
many parsecs again?
It's 15, I think.
Hmm.
Made the Kessel Run in under 15 parsecs.
That's pretty
And
fast,
I'm
I think.
Solo impression.
An obscure Surgeon General warning that most people don't know about. Smoking may cause a serious case of badass, or smoking may cause erections lasting longer than 4 hours.
Yeah. Both
They're
of
not
these are
mutually
true.
exclusive.
It'd just be a horrible thing to have an erection
Oh.
for that long.
Rob's
Yes,
a poser.
I
It
agree.
was 12 parsecs.
Oh,
I thought you liked Star Wars, you nerd.
12 parsecs. Well, I mean, that's just absurd. Who can make the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs?
Mars Guo could do it.
You think Sebulba could do it?
Isn't
Yeah, but Sebulba
parsecs,
cheats.
parsecs are a unit of like distance, not time, right?
Parsecs are a fruit.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Bartlett parsecs. It's also my favorite pod racer. Make up a curse word. Frig. Or dilk.
I like Dilk.
Dilk's a good
I
one.
like Frig because I've been saying it already.
Yeah, dude. It's the best. It's the clearest path to YouTube monetization.
Do you want, like, I have to ask you genuinely, do you want me to make an active effort to stop saying the F word on this show?
No, I don't care about that.
Okay, I
I
don't
enough
know.
solo content that it wouldn't solo content that it wouldn't even make a dent. Plus,
All right.
I think like if we stop swearing on this show, we lose like 90% of our humor.
How many parsecs does it take to make an Isaac video?
That was a
The worst
well-formed joke.
name for an all-girl band. If another answer references penis, vote for me or snooky puke.
Oof.
Oh, damn
Yeah.
it. All right.
Snooky puke. Jesus Christ.
Snooky puke.
Should probably did that a lot on that show, didn't she?
I think that was half of what she did on the show.
I only watched one episode, but one of the Jersey Shores, he took a shit and his ass was bleeding, so he had to go to the hospital.
Oh my god!
And then people were like, "I hope he's okay." And apparently, the resolution to it was the doctor. The doctor was like, "Yeah, stop like exclusively drinking Jager bombs all the time." He's like, "Okay."
Oh my god.
What the fuck kind of name is Ginger Bellamy?
It sounds like a porn star.
I want to watch
honest.
a show where
Who is
Ryan
this?
describes episodes of Jersey Shore. I think that could be my favorite thing.
The title of the most boring porno ever: Life or Quiet Masturbation After Work.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Only Jaeger bombs.
I star in that one every day.
Try to get an internut at least once a day.
See, if you woke up earlier, you could get one in before work and after work.
That's pushing it.
What, your balls can't handle it? Nut up or shut up? I go hard.
The good old 5-second nut before school method.
The bus is pulling up. I'm not done.
Mom, don't come in.
What are you doing?
I'm getting dressed.
Oh, okay. I won't come in then.
I just nut after school.
Why don't you just
do both?
nut on the bus? Bus. Driver's like, what?
On the bus.
What? Gotta get that nut. Think I'll stroke it again. It hurts when you go in that hard and it just gets nothing.
You can't make jokes
Sorry.
while we're writing answers.
I was thinking of answers. You deserved some
doesn't work. Yeah.
accolades. I agree. What is this prompt? This is from like 96. Get out of here.
Some kid got caught jerking off on one of my school's buses. Don't do that.
What a strange way to put the pronouns in that. One of my school's buses.
Yeah, it doesn't make it sound like you own the school, to be honest. It's not good. Don't jerk off in public.
Just don't jerk off in public.
Just
don't
never
jerk off.
jerk off.
Never jerk off. Just don't do it.
Better name for the human bladder: pee bag or the Obama defiler?
What?
This is the pee tape.
Oh.
You peed on the bed.
You ever heard of reverse jacking, where you actually put a funnel in the end of your dick and drain some semen into it?
Oh,
What?
I wish I hadn't.
Is that supposed to be pleasurable?
I've heard of it.
I'll have to write that one down.
It's very common.
Is that how you got the crusty sock?
Did you call it jacking in, or am I losing? my
No,
mind?
I wish I did. That was way better. Oh, I said reverse jacking, but jacking in is the correct answer.
Beating on.
Beating
Well,
on.
there's so many that work well.
I don't know. This is obviously not a real thing, chat. Calm down.
The first
say
and
that.
second rules of Fight Club are don't talk about Fight Club. But what is the 487th rule of Fight Club? Repeal 2 rules for every 1 new one, or eat ass.
Sounds like a terrible Isaac item.
Eat
Ass?
Yeah, eat ass. Obviously, that's the one I meant, guys.
Somebody mod it in.
Yeah, but everybody eat a little ass sometimes. She deserves it.
Also, 487th, Ryan. It was
Yeah,
obviously
come on,
the 387th
Ryan.
rule.
Jesus, ruin the joke.
Please.
God
Jesus,
damn.
Ryan.
Just be better.
What's wrong with these kids today? They won't buy my $2 million house or their laurels.
There, laurels.
Sorry, their laurel.
There.
Do not
Yanny.
apologize. Be
What is
better.
What is this Yanny thing? I saw that people were talking about this.
Well, I'm furious.
What? Why?
You spend more time on social media than anybody I know on planet Earth. How did you not experience Niani and Laurel?
Niani?
I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter. I look at my notifications.
That's true, actually, because when I tweet stuff at you, you usually don't see it until like a day or two later.
Yeah, I have there are 2 times where I look at Twitter during the day, and both of those times I'm just looking at my notification.
The best name to give an ugly baby. Ah! Or Dilk.
All right, so you linked it here, Yanni or Laurel. All right,
Tell me what you hear.
Wait, do I have to watch these stupid news people talking about it?
It's just a second in. It's a few seconds.
It's Laurel.
Yep,
Laurel.
I'm a Laurel as well.
Yeah.
I'm a Yanni.
No, you're not.
Yanni?
I am a Yanni.
No.
My
Weird.
sound system says nanny or Yanni. What would make baseball more entertaining to watch? Spike pits or if everyone up to their mojo?
Oh, yeah.
Spike pits.
Not losing 32-2.
Not.
So what does it mean if I hear Laurel?
It means your sound setup is on Laurel. You got your Laurel switch set to on.
Okay.
My rural Jurl has good laurels.
I thought it meant like I was secretly Republican or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the test.
It means you have a 99% of getting early onset dementia. Sorry. You know, I read this article probably 5 years ago. It's like they're using cats to smell people's breath.
Yeah.
And the cats have a reaction to it that is indicative of the person having stomach cancer.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Now, every time I get near my cats, I'm like, fuck off. I don't need this right now. Stop smelling me. I'm telling you, look it up. It's a real thing.
He just wants to let you know if you got stomach cancer, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you just breathe into the cat's mouth and then it just nods solemnly if you have cancer.
Ryan, you'll be
that's
happy to
cancer.
know I've stopped trying to teach my cat to chuff.
I'm not happy to know that, but I'm happy you're not going to mention it again, I guess.
He's not having it.
Unlike Maverick or Iceman, a really bad Air Force pilot name would be, I can't write this, and yet I just hit submit.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Can't say that.
Ooh, I can see where you could take that controversial. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what happens when you wake up at 7.
I know.
Yeah.
Getting the yawns already. The
Late
yawnies.
Yeah, you mean the Laurels?
Unlike Maverick or Iceman, a really bad name
Ryan.
for an Air Force pilot would be Bilk, Bin Laden, Ground Person, Crashman.
You can't say that.
It would be a bad name.
It wouldn't be a bad name. Yeah, he's right.
Ground person is pretty good. I can't fly.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Crashman is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Red 1 checking in. Red 2 checking in. Ground person checking in.
Dude, that's like my dream role if I ever somehow got to be in a Star Wars movie. I want to play one of the tubby dudes in the cockpit who explodes after saying like 2 lines.
They came from behind.
Are you going to get that moment where you go, oh, and then explode?
I want that. That's the only thing I want.
You always have to say, I can't shake him. I can't shake him.
And then the orange light consumes you.
Yeah.
Crashman got second to last. Oh my god.
I voted for Crashman.
Nobody plays Mega Man.
I played Mega Man.
Oh, ground person only got 3rd? Come on.
I mean, I think we all know what's gonna win here.
Is it Laurel?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
there's a
it's-
lot of votes. Pretty much validates me.
Chat.
I
Chat,
can't
you're
see
all
who
awful
won.
people, to be honest.
Does it offend you, yeah? Did you get offended at my joke? It's me. I'm Ricky Gervais now.
I thought you were doing your David Tennant.
No, this is my David Tennant impression.
Oh, hey, Michael Kidd.
He can sing.
Oh man.
Oh man.
He's excited for the new Doctor Who? Yeah, I know you are.
No,
Crazy.
dude.
What actually happened to Ricky Gervais?
He's dead.
I think he got rich, and then it's hard to like punch up when you're at the top. So now he's just kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some of his specials. I thought they were funny, and then I saw some of his tweets recently. I'm like, hey, like, chill.
Wait, what did he do? What's he doing?
He's just being a dick. Kind of like tweets garbage, and then people go, "Hey, this is garbage," and they go, "Oh, did I offend you? I didn't realize it's a crime to be funny. By the way, I have tens of millions of dollars." That's a great impression. Thank you. It felt right as it was coming out. I was also doing a little thing with my head. So he's a streamer now.
That's offensive.
Oh, is it?
I gotta look up Ricky Gervais's Twitter now. Ricky Gervais.
Computer, search Ricky Gervais.
Google Assistant. Schedule a meeting with Ricky Gervais.
Dude, sometimes I use OK Google unironically, and it's an extreme convenience in my life.
I use it all the time. You kidding? Yeah.
I can't wait till we don't have to say okay, Google.
Yeah. I want to be able to name it. Like, I want to call, like, I want to say, like,
Okay, fart muffin.
Yeah. Hey, shithead. What's the weather like?
Hey, you dumb bitch. Got him.
I mean,
Piece of shit.
you can change Siri's name. Why can't you change that?
Oh yeah, dude.
Legend standing by.
Dude, I'm with you guys. Fuck Ricky Gervais. He tweeted, "I didn't hear Laurel or Yanni. I heard yearly." What a piece of garbage.
What a loser.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
It's a pretty strong opinion since you only just found out about this a few minutes ago yourself.
The name of a shampoo
I haven't even
for
heard
hippies.
it.
Good shampoo for hippies or kombucha.
Yeah.
It turns out if you hear yearly, you're a pompous piece of shit. So
Is that
Really?
how you say yearly? It's just yearly.
I listened to it. I heard Sam Elliott call my mother a whore.
Oh wow. That's
Beelzebub.
impressive.
That's what you heard?
Yeah, I heard
I heard
Yanni.
that, yeah.
That's impressive. Honestly, I'm not even mad.
I apologize for that.
I don't.
People wouldn't respect He-Man as much if, to gain his power, he held up his sword and shouted, "Please stop!" or "All of my power comes from HQ." You like that one,
Ahoy, 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 ahoy.
Don't hurt me, I'm He-Man.
Ahoy, 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 ahoy,
Oh, I don't like that one at all. Wait, was that sounded like an impression of who's that? What's that weird monkey, the Kowakian monkey lizard from Jabba's palace?
The Koak. Oh, Salacious
Crumb. Yeah,
Yeah.
Salacious Crumb. Yeah.
A fun thing to do with a bowl of pudding. Use it to clean your computer or wonder what you're doing with your life.
If Herbie was fully loaded, do you think they should still let him drive?
Well, the car has a driver. It's Lindsay Lohan.
Is she drunk?
Good point. Yeah. Well,
Probably.
I mean,
She's the load.
Let's be honest.
Invent a silly British term for pooping. Dropping a Ricky or turd-knacketing.
Ricky's a piece of poop.
Dropping a Ricky.
Whatever happened to Lindsay Lohan? You know, besides substance abuse.
I think you pretty much got
I
it.
think they found her wandering Albany by herself, lost.
She. Wait, what's that sports meme? Or is like she's wandering Albany, frantically texting.
Oh, the Mark Cuban, Williams one. Yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
Dude, Lindsay Lohan is younger than Nick. That's weird.
Most people are.
Well, that's probably not true.
No, yeah, that's not true at all.
We'll see about that.
A bad place for your rocket ship to crash would be the planet of the grapes or the planet of the ground persons.
Nice, yeah.
All right, apparently his name is DeAndre Jordan. D'Angelo Williams is an ex-NFL cornerback. You know, I follow one sport. Fuck. I follow one sport. The rest of them, they just kind of exist in one league outside that I don't pay attention to. He's a RB.
I can't ever talk basketball with any of you guys.
So
it's a bad.
I saw a little bit of LeBron yesterday. He scored 40 points in a loss.
Yeah,
that's the classic LeBron.
Are you guys gonna follow Ice Cube's new 3-on-3 league?
Yep.
I didn't know that was a thing, but now
yeah,
I will.
he's getting the retired old geniuses of basketball back together to play 3-on-3 sports ball, and it's going to be very exciting. And it may or may not have something to do with foreign payments and Qatar.
What?
And
foreign payments?
There's a whole scandal about it already.
Foreign payments?
Wait,
Yeah.
Ice Cube wants to get the Legends of Basketball back together for a 3-on-3 league to cover foreign payments, and it has something to do with Qatar. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, I saw it last night on Rachel Maddow. It's pretty weird.
Okay. I'll just let it be. I'm just going to let that one hang there and be fine with it.
Okay.
This isn't the final one.
He's right.
Yeah, you there?
Sources: Cuban is beside himself, driving around downtown Dallas begging, parenthetical, through text, Jordan's family for address to DeAndre's home. There you go.
Maddow lol.
Maddow 2018 lol. NA politics lol.
Totally unsurprising.
You guys hear about the net neutrality thing in the Senate?
Yay, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One step complete.
The House is gonna crush it, dude.
Yeah, the one step that was
Yeah.
the only one that was possible.
Yeah.
Name the sequel to Titanic if there were one. You don't need the if there were one. Name the sequel to Titanic. Titanic 2, Titanic, or Old Lady Rises.
Yo, did you realize the main characters of Titanic are named Jack and Kate, but the main characters of Lost are named
Their
Jack and
names-
Kate?
Jack and Rose.
Holy
Kate is the
shit.
actress who.
It's got a great
played
point,
Rose.
actually.
No,
Yeah, Winslet. Her name's
Jack
Rose.
and Kate.
What? No, it's
They
it's Kate
both
Winslet.
were in a crash.
It's Rose is the
Yes.
name though.
No,
Got a
it's
good
Kate.
point, yeah.
I got 69% of the vote. I win.
The real secret to
all get-
living to age 100: smoking whiskey or freezing your brain before death. Did you guys see the that 120-year-old man in? He's the oldest living man in America, and then when people asked him his secret to living, he said, "Just don't die." It's like straight up full on.
What is he, you?
Just don't die, lol.
Don't die, lol.
Just build.
Did he tweet
build,
the news
yeah.
anchor? Take a lol, like.
If he had said just build.
He probably made the exact same face his forehead too.
He is only making one face. I saw a lot of pictures.
I mean, you don't have time to make faces at that age.
Yeah.
You don't have the nerves to make faces at that.
I know there are. It's rare, but there are some like older people who watch Twitch. I want to know the oldest memer, like the oldest just guy who's just omega lolling at every stream.
Is this a sponsored stream?
Pitch the worst video game idea in 5 words or less. Twisted Metal, but on foot. Or
PUBG.
early access battle royale goat simulator.
Oh, I'd probably play that.
I don't know if you can just put a dash in between 2 words and then say
That's the rule.
Better vote for the one that conforms to the rules properly.
I guess so.
Dude, side note, there's a new battle royale game coming out. I know.
Oh, we're
I
gonna hear a
know.
lot of
I'm
this.
so excited.
That medieval
But-
one you linked?
Yeah, Valhalla.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm not trying to be rude, but it comes naturally to me. You're cynical about like PUBG.
I'm not cynical about battle royale.
Yeah, you're
games.
conflating me and Rob right here.
All right,
Yeah.
that's fine. Compared us to a Kickstarter of a medieval battle royale.
It's an Indiegogo, actually.
That's even worse.
At least it's not a fig.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
that could be the ultimate fucking never mind. All right.
All right, yeah,
There's a
good job,
phrase there,
Quality
and
one.
like nail in the coffin, nail in the coffin. There it is. I got it. Yes.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah, look up
BRs
Valhalla.
would you get at E3, you
Looks-
think?
What?
How many BRs at E3?
Because I think like 1 or less.
More BRs than VRs, if you ask me.
I hope so.
Might be true, yeah.
A video sure to get over 150 million views on YouTube would be chickens fuck their stepsister while mom's away, or chickens in Fortnite.
Done. Compelling
Yeah.
argument.
These
Yeah,
are
he's
both
right,
good.
Is the background of the thumbnail a rainbow gradient? Because
Yeah.
I'm clicking it.
With the skull trooper.
Oh god. I love shitting on the thing that pays us money.
You guys heard of Fortnite?
We don't have to
Fortnite's real
clickbait,
fun.
though.
What?
Fortnite's
There's like
real
4
fun.
jokes. Yeah,
You
it
can
is.
dance on top of a rocket after somebody shoots it.
Dude, he's good at that. I was playing with Slash and he did it to me too. And I was like,
It's
this is the
amazing.
best. Yeah.
It's very impressive.
You can do the orange justice dance.
Yeah. Dude, my battle pass is almost level 50. You gotta get on
What
team.
the fuck? I'm on like 28. Anyway, that's Fortnite.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's a fun
Fortnite.
game. This is not me.
No, not you, not you. This is me. I'm making fun of Chad this time, so you can get behind it.
Okay, fair enough.
All the other kids in 6th grade won't shut up about Fortnite.
There you go. That's the end of that.
Got him.
Well, there
Chat's
was,
young. Fuck him.
There was that other.
Oh wait! Oh god, no.
Phrasing.
So we're just not doing phrasing anymore, I guess. Is what
Probably the worst phrasing ever on this show, I think. Oh, man.
Yeah, well, there was that news story of this pitcher who apparently got injured by playing Fortnite and had to sit out a game because he got carpal tunnel.
Wow.
The worst material from which to make a pair of pajamas: black holes, steel wool, child skin, current Hawaiian roads, or elemental moose antlers. Current Hawaiian roads. It's
I'm
like
giving all
a
3 of my votes to current Hawaiian roads.
it's like a magnetic field song.
Fucking 311 song right there.
Like, not only is it hilarious standalone, but like the current events tag with it is pretty great.
Dude, yeah. Hold fast battle royale. I mean,
The mechanics of Holdfast. Very bad.
We need Rocket League Battle Royale.
Now you're
yeah.
speaking Bears language.
100
right.
cars.
No, 100 balls.
That's how many you need to have to
Now
make
that's-
this product.
100 balls.
Dude, wait a minute. This is an actual game type. It's 3v3, but with 100 tiny soccer balls, and whoever can score the most between the 2 teams in 5
like-
minutes wins.
Fucking hungry,
you go.
hungry hippos, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I would try that. I would
Yeah.
play that at least once.
You don't have a lot to lose for trying it, really.
But one of the balls is Thanos.
One of the balls is the golden snitch.
Wait, somebody in your chat said Red Dead is getting a battle royale mode that's unannounced. Really?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
I'd be kind of into
Oh
that.
my God, current Hawaiian roads lost. God damn it.
I know. I was shocked.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Did I win?
That was the best I could do when I came in last.
I won! Hey! All right.
Oh, so close.
Well, let's take some time to pimp our channels. Why don't we start with BaerTaffy?
Hi, I am the winner. My name's Bear. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, twitch.tv/BaerTaffy. Come on by. I've been playing some of the new game Wizard of Legend that you probably saw at the top of the show today. It's a good time. Also, do some Slay the Spire, and I do Spelunky Saturday now. I made that a thing, so come on by for that if you're into Spelunky.
Nice.
How
I
about
just got a key
you,
for Wizard of Legend.
Austin?
Twitch.tv/last_Gray_. We're also playing Wizard of Legends. The video game is good, and I'm enjoying it.
It's a
But
good
more-
video game. It's a
I'm
good
gonna
video
install
game.
it right now.
But fuck the Earth Boss, dude. I hate him.
Mhm.
He's a jerk.
I
Yeah,
fought
I
him.
hate him.
He ground fisted me.
Yeah, I got my ass
in my
kicked.
ground, dude. It's awful.
Yeah, Ryan Hafu here. Would you mind letting me pimp my channel? You didn't let me do it.
I wasn't finished.
Oh, sorry.
I was finished.
Sure, by all means.
Oh, twitch.tv/Hafu.
Nope.
Come on by.
Try again.
Twitch.tv/Hafu Games.
Hafu LP.
Twitch.tv/It's Hafu. I knew
There
that.
you go. Robert?
Yeah, hi, I'm Rob, also known as AlpacaPatrol. You can find me AlpacaPatrol everywhere, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Also, discord.gg/AlpacaPatrol. Do movie night every Saturday. So that'll be a fun time. Also, I'm excited not to pre-massage the poll for the movie, but there might be a movie that is from 1990 that I'm going to be putting on the poll next Saturday.
Is it
So-
fucking volcanic, whatever it's called?
No, it's not. I forget what that was. It's like Volcanodon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Canadian film about a volcano lizard.
I wanted
it's
that one.
another movie. It's a different movie from like.
Is it about a
19
lizard?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Sci-fi thing. So seems like a good time. So come by Saturday around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ish.
Nicholas.
So, are you all used to seeing the flop of hair that usually sits ever so softly over Mario's thick little penis? It's a video we know and love. And if you want to hear more like that, you can come visit me here on Twitch TV/Rockley Smile. I'm going to be playing the Council episode 2 in a few minutes, and we can talk more about the flop of hair that usually sits ever so softly over Mario's thick little penis. Thank you.
Little penis. That came out of nowhere.
No, it came out of my Twitter.
Mario.
Yeah.
I know Ryan's just like his hands, his head.
He's clawing at his desk.
Actually, I've like very slowly been trying to cobble together a Straight Outta Compton parody to relate to it called Straight Outta Kotaku, but I can't get any.
That's pretty good too.
I appreciate the idea. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that, and I'm gonna hang up on you guys. And
Yeah.
thanks
for having me on.
Thanks for being here. It was a good time.
The article is
Good
called
show.
"This is what Mario would look like without his pubic hair." If you're interested in finding out more.
I saw a shaved Mario. That was off-putting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
See you guys.
See ya.
No, I got you, Angelic. It's fine. I obviously know